nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please.
Hello, everyone.
Are you
Oh, I
so
forgot.
big?
I forgot.
He's
I
giant.
forgot. I forgot. I'm so big. I forgot I'm so
just
hefty.
little. I'm down
Hang on.
here. I'm little.
Hang on. Let me unheft myself. There we are.
There we go.
Back in his corner. Back in his little box. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I hope you're all well. Hello, Femme Fatale, Wicked and Evil, FBLW, Firefly. Brain Major's here. He's here to strangle a horse and chew bubblegum, and he's all out of horse. So he's going to be strangling bubblegum. Foxglove's here, Christina's here, Barnaby's here, Lavender Tea Witch. And thank you very much to Foxglove Pal for resubscribing. They've been subscribed for 52 months. We're doing what today? Strangling a horse. Now, as some of you may have seen from... also, hello, Sam. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you? You good?
Okay.
You tired? Wake up.
As some of you may have seen from the little announcement, I'm gonna be weird today, because I was doing an overnight get out at the Theatre Royal. The good people at Johnny and June. Now, something you'll like, Sam. Johnny and June, the Johnny Cash musical, is kind of like, it's a jukebox musical, and I think it's mostly set in the like 60s Johnny Cash era.
Sure.
But don't worry, they do play his early 2000s cover of Nine Inch Nails' Hurt.
Oh, okay.
And we all just accept that that's a thing that he does, despite the fact this is sort of set in the 60s.
Sure. Before.
And I like that as a choice.
Yeah. But 30 years before that song was written.
Although I understand there's a time traveling conspiracy, like a stupid internet conspiracy that makes no sense and nobody believes. Do we all discuss this?
Yes, we did.
Am I an old man with one topic?
Oh, back in my day.
So I started that get out at 10 p.m. last night, and we finished that get out at 6:45 a.m. today. So I have had a big gentleman's nap. So I'm in theory kind of broadly the right way around again, sleep wise. But just as things progress, you'll notice that I lose the ability to speak and reason, which feels like a good way to approach I Will Strangle a Horse, a text adventure game by Guy Kelly. So we're gonna be playing. All I've known of this game is that I like Guy's very funny, and he's written it, and we should play it. But beyond that, I don't really know. Sam's got a shared screen of this, so he can help us make choices. I don't know if I can zoom in. Oh, I can make the text
there we
bigger.
go. Because I couldn't quite.
Hang on. Is that big enough for you? Big enough for you, old man?
A little bit. Zoom in. Keep zooming.
Oh,
keep going.
actually, that's 500%, Sam. That's 500%. That's 500%. You'll just have to lean really close.
And stop and keep going.
And keep going. Okay, and that and like that.
And like that.
And that's good for you.
Stop there and keep going.
Sort of here.
Yeah, perfect.
300% is yours. Brain Mage, this is a choice while sleep deprived. Very exciting. It's very exciting to me. Very cup. Hello, I think. Yes. Hello. You know what? Be confident. Hello.
Yeah, just burst into a room, kick the door in.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Vague Coffee Cup.
And just make sure you've never met these people before, because that's too much for warning.
Certain coffee cup.
Specific
coffee cup.
Specific coffee cup. And Obsessor says, this has been made on Twine. I use Twine. Guy, will you confirm that this was made on Twine? Was it made on Twine? I don't know what Twine is. I'm assuming it's a platform where you can make games.
Source tool for interactive storytelling.
My first Twine game. Should we write a Twine game, Sam?
Yes.
With all of our extra spare time. Oh, spare time. It's begun. My spare time. I use Twine for packages sometimes. Does that count? Yes, it's the same stuff. Little Twine. Oh, hang on, Lazy Kiwi has shared a lovely picture of a little cat.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Open the stream.
You've not opened the stream. Do you not fucking care?
I misspelled Twitch and I tried to go to twith.tv.
Oh no, that is pornography. I'm so sorry. Do you think because some companies they buy up all of the domain names like near their misspellings, and some companies don't, and so it's either it just redirects or it goes to the jankiest site of tits you've ever seen. It's like twunch.com, and it's bleak there, man.
It's bleak.
There's bad stuff happening at twunch.com.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to begin our adventure. Here we are. You are Martin Jenkins. Now I can click on Martin Jenkins. Does this like give me extra information?
Yeah, is that the stat sheet? Yeah.
Oh, okay. Stats.
Literally.
Martin. Okay, we are one Martin. We are one Jenkins. Farm is yes. Death's 0. And I'm guessing these are other things.
Lots of ways to die.
Lots of ways to die. Okay. And it is your first day at work. You are thrilled to be working on the farm. Capital T, capital F. So that is a proper noun. Femme Fatale, don't talk badly about Twunch. And also, if anyone hasn't watched the stream before, we will be pausing very often to look at cats. Lily Rose sent a... Oh, no, there's a little dog.
No.
This dog in motion. Excellent. working on the farm. You're not sure what the farm is or does, but you know you are happy to be here. Farm, you think to yourself contentedly. Farm. You don't
Farm.
remember the interview process or when you actually applied to work at the farm, but you do know that you awoke this morning with a terrific sense of purpose, a goal so vast and urgent that it feels like fire in your veins. I will strangle a horse. And that's clickable text. You're standing at the entrance of the farm, the air around you filled with what you can only assume to be the sights, sounds, and smells of what the farm has got going on. The path in front of you splits into 3 directions: grain silo, tractors and that, and farmhouse. Sam, what should we do?
I mean, in real life, I would go for the farmhouse because I'd want to get.
But the thing is, you're not Sam.
I'm
You're
not
Martin
Sam.
Jenkins. So if you were, your stats are, and in case you forgot this, you're Martin level 1, Jenkins level 1, and and farm is your sort of modifier.
I guess
so
my
if that
second, I agree with Foxglove Pal. Tractor,
and that promises so much.
Yeah, right. It could be anything.
Okay. Oh, Firefly. When the Wicked movie released the dolls, Mattel put wicked.com on all of those packagings and released them. It was yes, and that's a yes. That's a site of pornography. Right, tractors and that. You decide to head towards the path that offers tractors and that, thinking cunningly that the unspoken end to that sentence might very well be, and that horse you just cannot wait to strangle. After a few minutes of walking, you find yourself standing in front of what could only be described as a barn.
Mm-hmm.
Do we enter the barn, or do we question why it could only be described as a barn?
I mean, between you and me, we do have the extremely tedious habit of questioning why words are the words that they are.
You've seen my improv. No one's allowed to finish a sentence without, as Femme Fatale saying, questioning the barn's existential nomenclature. Here we are. Why can it only be described as a barn? Fine. You find yourself standing in front of what can only be described as an elite garage from the company John Williams Stables. It is a bespoke wooden structure with a felt roof, built to order and custom made to safely house agricultural vehicles, classic cars, and more, all while providing a reserved aesthetic that will withstand the test of time. Why, with regular treatment and maintenance, you could see this building far outlasting the farm's current residents, even those you aren't planning to strangle, which is all of them, except for a horse.
Agricultural vehicles, classic cars, and more. Does that
and
include
more
neutron stars?
Yeah. It contains loose bits of cardboard.
Yeah.
Those little foam packing peanuts, but the brown ones that are biodegradable and made of wheat, so you can eat them but shouldn't eat them because they're edible but not food safe. If that makes sense.
The bits of paper off the side of dot matrix paper that had the little holes.
Oh, the little tear.
The little tear.
It's all in there. All human life is here. Amy says, "Hey Tim, guess what? What have I done? I'm full of paranoia and anxiety. It's like I've had a heavy night out and I've got anxiety, but I didn't drink anything."
Yeah.
Well, no, hang on. I did drink some things, like nothing.
That would also be a problem.
Because that would also be
drunk water for 3 days.
No, no water. Oh, hang on. Lily always wants me to. Amy's made a little snack of hash browns. Is that literally as she said that? I can now smell hash browns.
Do you think that was psychosomatic hash browns? Or
psychosomatic browns. KTB, in the Midwest, we call those a pole building, and it's supported by poles. It's barely anchored to the ground. It becomes a murderous hazard in storms. And yet you still build them in the hurricane-prone Midwest. Sorry, Obsessed says, my boyfriend and his girlfriend are coming over. Yes, for nasty sex. No, no, sorry, I can't stay long. Sorry. No, go for some nasty sex. And you know what? After you've had some nasty sex, have some nice sex as well.
Yeah,
you know?
And get them to subscribe to the channel as well.
And it has to be mid doing it. I want wireless keyboards involved, getting all sorts of substances in those keycaps that you simply can't get out.
Everybody stop. Okay, we got something to do before we carry on, and it's subscribe.
Now, before you pop that in me, and just put in your PayPal details, and come.
There we go.
Okay. Bino B has resubscribed with Prime. Thank you very much. Can't believe this has been longer already. And don't forget, if you're an Amazon Prime subscriber, you too can subscribe with Prime. So for free, so I can do
Hurricanes are on the coast. Does it matter that hurricanes are on the coast when you're being ripped in half by it?
Yeah. It's actually technically a solar. You know. Sorry, tornadoes. Right, that's more like it. There's no pleasing some people. Will you enter the goddamn barn? We'll enter the barn. You push open the barn door and it opens in such a way that is so immediately familiar to everyone, so utterly ubiquitous an occurrence, so fundamental to the lived experience of every human on Earth that even to begin to describe it would be a waste of everyone's time. Banks of gleaming tractors stretch off to your left, and on the right you can see a large, bulky-looking trailer with horse box written on the side. Okay, tractor time. Horse box, that sounds suspiciously like a box for a buy or with a horse. I should check that out.
Yeah. I mean,
Sam,
tractors.
when you're playing games and there's a critical path,
You want to
like
make
me-
sure you
so
hoover
there's
up
like
all
a
the
there's like an
collectibles.
area and you walk into it and the exit's up there. And so what you do is you sort of skirt the entire outer rim of it and then work
Yeah,
your
yeah.
way across and then through.
Yeah, you plan out a little Hilbert curve so you can cover every single spot before you get to the
A
end.
Hilbert curve?
Yeah, it's a space filling curve.
Oh, you're a fucking space filling curve, mate. Thank you very much for Ask Martin for raiding. Thank you very much, Ask Martin, for raiding
Hello,
with your
Martin.
with
Hey,
your
raiders.
party. Fake Coffee Cup. This is the best game you've ever played on this channel. So you can write that on your grave now, Guy. Best game. Ask Martin to send a collaboration request. What the fuck is that?
What the fuck is that?
I'm
What's
going
that
to
mean?
accept it. I don't know what
Let's
that
see what
means.
happens.
Oh shit! Like something's loading. What did I do? It's asking me to log into Twitch. I'm
Oh,
so
no.
sorry, Martin. I don't know what's happening, and I'm frightened. What does that explain to me? What I just clicked? What? Martin, what was that? Martin, what was that? Martin, should I do that? What should I do? Okay.
Well, he can jump on this call, or
He could.
he could.
Oh, is that like? Oh, I think it would make. Basically that would make. I'd have to log into it here, and that would
Oh, I
mean that they
see.
can join. And I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for that. Also, it won't let me it won't let me do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we want to do that, you're going to have to give me more heads up, Martin. I'm going to have to set it up from a technical standpoint.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, and a hype train's incoming.
Toot toot.
That's nice. Toot toot, motherfucker. Bonza Gem, I can imagine he also didn't know what he clicked by the way he was like, how do I shut up? Everyone shut the fuck up. Laser Kiwi system, stop clicking things. Okay. Tractor time. It's like your dear old father used to say, when you want to strangle a horse, first take a look at the tractors. He was an ill man. He was a very cryptic man, your father, and often prone to such remarks. He'd write endless letters in green, but not clickable.
Oh, okay. So it's
So I think-
highlighted.
So I don't know.
It's a key. It's a quest item.
Can you, sorry, Sam, can you write that down in our inventory? Endless letters. We have one endless letters. Or do we have infinity endless? Do we have one unit of endless letters or do we have an infinite letters? Yeah, just sharpen that up on. Do you often suck pencils to sharpen them? Does that often work?
That's how you do it, like in movies. Like in movies.
Why do they lick the nib of a pencil? Is it a nib if it's a pencil? Is it to like dust
the
down?
lead? Is it because they were like old garbage pencils and they only worked if they were dripping wet?
Wet. He'd write endless letters to the local newspapers, schools, and clergy, all brimming with similar advice, until someone from the council had to come round and offer him 50 quid if he'd give it a rest for a bit and let everyone calm down. Still, you've always followed his advice, and it's not done, and it's not done you wrong so far. After all, if you hadn't, you wouldn't be here, prowling around the nooks and crannies of the farm, looking for a horse to strangle and the absolute buggery out of. Reminisce more about your father, or scuttle up and down the tractor for a bit. Their big wheels are well big.
Yeah, scuttle. I have
It's
a
not scuttle. Yeah, you know what? Fathers, they come and go. Tractors, they're for life.
Tractors are forever.
Junebug, hey Tim, I meant to ask you this at the start of the stream, but someone accidentally fell asleep because of their chronic fatigue. It was me. Anyways, Tim, did you like the little compilation that I made that Amy put on the Goblins Instagram? Validate me, please. I did like it very much, Juniper. Thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. Pencil. Oh, very much. Oh, it's to make the coal hard. Oh, it's to make the pencil. Sorry. Okay. I read the correction, then went backwards, and then got confused because I was being misled. It's to make it's to sexually arouse the pencil.
L3BRW said for the lead poisoning. Actually, even though pencil writing dust has been called lead for the entire time we've had pencils. Actually, it's never been lead. It's just that raw graphite looks a lot like raw lead in its natural state. So actually, there's never been lead in pencils. It's always been graphite. It's a common misunderstanding there, Alfie. Common misunderstanding. Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually.
Hey, thank you. Bullying. Right, we're gonna scuttle up the tractors like weird spider boys. God, tractors are bloody brilliant, aren't they? Huge mad things with huge mad wheels that huge mad dickheads drive slowly through London because they've become convinced that Jeremy fucking Clarkson is their friend. You approach a massive Ferguson MF9S, which, as we all know, is powered by the dependable 6-cylinder 8.4 litre
nines.
AGCO power engine. As far as you're aware, AGCO stands for a great cunt of a tractor, because that's absolutely what it is. A fearsome, massive red bastard that could do serious damage in the wrong hands, but in the right ones could grow those sweet, sweet crops that makes the farm the hot word on everyone's lips. I've got a right hand. Sorry, hang on. What? Hang on. Oh, in the right hand.
In the wrong hands and the right hands. There we go. Yeah.
In fact, I've got 2 right hands. It is a birth defect. You sure do, champ. You clamber up, over, and around the tractor like an earwig trying to climb its way into a colossal metal ear that features a 660-litre fuel tank, as well as a 68-litre AdBlue tank. 660 litres
fuel tank.
Yeah.
On the vehicle.
Yeah.
That's so much.
Look up a 660-litre tank visually. Visually look it up. Visually,
tank.
How big is it? And give it to me in sort of like dogs. How many dogs?
Big.
How many medium-sized dogs?
It's not as big as I thought.
No.
It's big.
It's big. But you got to remember,
like
a 2-litre bottle of milk, say, as you go out, because it goes exponentially bigger in all directions.
Yes, the
like
cube
it gets
law
big. Yeah. It's the cube. Sam, it's the cube law.
It's the cube law. Oh, right. So yeah, it's like the size of a wheelie bin. So it's big.
Yeah, but that's fine. You could get a wheelie bin on a tractor. And as Brainmage says, as Guy says, tractors are massive, guys. Lads.
They are. No, totally.
And 68-litre AdBlue tank, which you've got to add. Eventually, you make your way inside. With the power of the tractor behind you, no horse's throat is safe from your mechanically augmented strangling mitt. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. You press a large red activate tract button and close your eyes in anticipation. Is that inside the tractor, or is that just on the wall? And it just activates all the tractors in the room.
All the tractors, and they all come to life.
Hello, Inkstein. Yes, we are playing the horse game. We all love the horse game. We all love the horse game. Volkscraft says, filling that up would currently cost around 1,200 euros. Does that include, because I don't know if this is elsewhere, but in the UK, we have tax-free agricultural diesel, red diesel. So would it be 1,200 euros in red diesel? Can somebody look that up, please? For goodness sake, look it up.
Do I have to pay tax on petrol?
I'm afraid you do, but not because it's not agricultural. It's because checking the law, you're a little cuck boy, and they want your little pennies.
But my dog produces fertilizer.
Okay, does that make your dog a farm? Is your dog a working farm? No, he's not.
He isn't.
No. Does anybody want your dog's fertilizer, or is it actually bad to put on crops?
In fact, there are signs up everywhere that say, "Do not leave dog fertilizer around. You will be fined."
And do they call it dog fertilizer?
It's not the exact phrase they use. No, it's something like that.
Yeah, it's weird. Actually, in Brighton, they use the word shit because they really want to like, don't leave your dog shit on the floor.
There are little signs around. Somebody's put up little A4 badly laminated signs that will like slowly faded over the years. I wish they'd like re-up them. I guess I could do that. Anyway,
you could do it.
They're little photos of a fairy carrying a dog poo bag.
Oh, there is no dog poo fairy. Yeah,
and it says there is no dog poo fairy, which
that's a real Facebook forwarded many times kind of thing that somebody's printed off.
Broke my heart, just to learn that. But
oh, Foxpuff, just check normal diesel. So what I'm hearing, Foxpuff, is you really half-assed that. Junibug, look at my vicious meerkat. So vicious.
Oh,
so vicious.
The little curled paws.
Ready to murder. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes in anticipation. Oh, shit. Hang on. What? What hand did you use to press the button? The left. Oh, fuck. In the right hands, this would be 10 tons of pure agricultural muscle.
Mhm.
In the left ones, however, it reverts to its safety mode, where in order to protect itself from theft, it folds down into a 3-inch by 3-inch cube of hyperdense tractor stuff and waits for its owner to arrive and unlock it with a special key. This is exactly what it does, and oh boy, does it ever take you along for the ride. In the fraction of a second before you are vaporized by an imploding piece of farm machinery, you can swear you can hear a horsey giggle. You have been turned into a messy paste. One word. You have not strangled a horse. Return to the start. Fuck. Right, Martin Jenkins. We are still Martin and Jenkins, and yes, we
But
died
do we-
once. You've died by being turned into a messy paste. Shit.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excellent.
It's
Okay.
then one of my favorite endings in the entire game. So, do we want to follow that path and get to where we were and go the other way, or do we want to do an entirely different path?
So depends if we're going with a sort of
Completism.
completism and a kind of completionist rubric of, like you said, about
Yeah.
sweeping up all the little bits, or
Yeah.
if we're just going to go free form.
I mean, how fun do you think watching people sort of like joylessly gain every ending?
Try and also joylessly try to remember all the ones they've done and
For fuck's sake,
inevitably
I
repeat
hope
themselves.
I hope you were making notes, Sam. For goodness sake.
Oh, I wasn't.
Neverthel's called me an absolute fuck me.
Blah blah blah.
Thing is, I can currently, if it's in front of me, I can read it and I'm doing okay. But if I'm forced to think of the word myself, there are problems. I've also realized how up on the mic I am. Do I sound okay to everyone? Okay.
Sounds all right, yeah.
Foxcroft Powell has said tax breaks for diesel fuel used in agriculture and forestry are criticised by environmentalists as a climate damaging subsidy. In 2012, the then SPO OVP government abolished these breaks for budget reasons. From 22 to end of 25, a temporary tax break for agricultural diesel fuel was reintroduced in Austria. And then they called me a bitch. But the thing is, what you haven't answered is how much would it fucking cost?
Yeah.
There's always this, oh, the environment. Oh, it was reintroduced as a temporary tax subsidy. A, how much does it cost? And B, I live in the U goddamn K.
I think I've been corrected on the pronunciation of that letter, but that in itself doesn't help. It's like a long. Is it like a long O or a more rounded O sound? I can't remember from GCSE.
Fox is saying the same as there is no tax break currently, but I'm saying I am in the United the United, and people forget that, the United Kingdom.
Mm. Mm-hmm. What
Dan,
was
are
it?
you feeling united?
660 litres of diesel.
Red diesel.
UK red diesel. Red diesel.
They Coffee Cup told me to simmer down, and Fox says, yeah, then move, you fucker. Lavender Tea Witch. Hey Tim, I went to my first proper concert last Tuesday and it was everything. Very good and fun.
Oh, nice.
Very good. Right, Sam, what's the amount?
Right, so price pence per litre for diesel, red diesel.
Yeah.
The moment is, come on. 121.76.
That's tricky to turn into
litre, right?
And then time it by the litres and then divide it by 60, my friend. 60? No, 100. I do this. When I get tired, I forget if there's 100 or 60 pence in a pound, and I've done it since I was a child.
So it'd be, yeah, I know what you mean. It'll be £803.62.
That's fine. And what's that in euros, just quickly? Because that's also very important to me.
GBP to euros. This is Sam and Tim Google stuff.
Fox how Tim gets uncomfortable if things are not about him.
So it's 953 euros at the.
Oh, fine.
Currently.
If it's under 1,000,
yeah.
Right, I will strangle a horse. Okay, we're standing by the entrance to the farm. The air around me is filled with what I can only seem to be the sights, sounds, and smells of the farm. What farm's got going on? The path in front of us splits into 3 directions. We've tried tractors in that. Grain silo or farmhouse?
Grain silo. See what that grain doing.
Let's stand in the grain, which I believe is approved and recommended by all agricultural bodies.
It's a really good idea, yeah.
I tried to say agricultural bodies, but I said agricultural bodies, which is a more playful body. Folks got power. I will strangle a Tim with your donation. If it's under 1,000, I will strangle a horse. You walk down the path towards the grain silo, farm ground crunching beneath your shiny new farm boots. At the end of the path, you see a large metal tube sticking out of the ground. It looks like a tree, if trees were absolutely fucking massive, made out of metal and didn't have any wood or leaves or branches or anything like that.
Sure.
There is a tall ladder leaning up against the side of the tube. To the east is another path with a sign reading shovels, hose, etc. Back the way you came is a sign that says back the way you came. It says it out loud, and you're not sure how. Do we climb the ladder? Do we, and it doesn't say like go to, it just says shovels, hose, etc. Do we shovels, hose, etc.? Or do we back the way you came?
I feel like climb the ladder is going to lead to a grisly death. So that.
Yeah, I think so. Get in the car.
Yeah.
And Guy says, I have actually played in the grain silo as a kid, and I'm alive. Take that, woke nanny state. I was not a smart kid. I believe Amy also played on a big pile of grain one year, and then her farmer dad had it explained to him how intensely fucking dangerous that is, and then they weren't allowed to do it anymore, and they're very sad. We're going to climb the ladder. You decide to climb the ladder. That seems like the sort of thing you would do on the farm. You haven't technically climbed a ladder before, but it can't exactly be that hard. There are no moving parts that you can see, and it seems to be a bunch of sticks all cobbled together. Grasp the first rung, grasp the second rung, grasp the third rung, or freestyle this sucker.
Well,
because the first rung would be at your shin.
Even the third rung would
even
be
the third
like
rung would be sort of
height.
like waist height, depending on how wide apart the rungs are. But like if they're standard, it should be about 30 centimeters.
Right. I'm going to say third.
Third. So that's sort of at wang height.
Yeah, I'm going to grab the wang rung.
Guy says it's so dangerous, but also the coolest thing. And then I assume he just puts on some sunglasses and then just fires a handgun into the air.
And then falls into a big
Then falls into a grain silo. Right, grasp the third rung. You place your hand on the third rung of the ladder and feel yourself filled with a tremendous sense of inner peace. It's like floating in a warm dream made of hot chocolate and clouds. Is this what ladders feel like? Why on earth were you so sure about having to strangle a horse when there was bliss like this to be found in the world? Continue to grasp.
I do not feel that feeling when I climb a ladder.
At work, I specifically contrive reasons not to climb ladders. I prefer to go up in the Genie, which is a wobbly little motorized platform that really likes to wangle about. Better than ladders, though.
Does it make worrying noises when it's going up? Does it chug?
Clunk. Thank you very much, Goat Hunt Us, for the follow. I appreciate that. Daily Show Chica. Look, my uncle Dave went into a grain silo when he was young. He went into decades later, and it triggered an infection in his lungs so bad he needed a double lung transplant.
Good. What the heck? You got some like grain mildew disease or something?
Did you get grain tuberculosis?
Grainoculus foli or something.
Elfie BLW loves riding a genie. But enough about watching Aladdin during your sexual awakening. Am I right? Am I right, everyone?
Get that blue dick.
Continues to grasp the third rung. The bliss continues to wash over you, and you feel yourself drifting into a deep, endless sleep.
Oh, no.
As the world I didn't think this is how it would go. As the world vanishes into nothing, you make out a manufacturer's mark on the ladder. Let the blessed sleep consume you, or cling to life long enough to solve this ladder's mystery. Now, I have been ladder trained. I've been ladder trained, Sam.
Yeah.
I've got iPath training, which is the one for going up in a genie.
Oh, I see.
And I've got Pasma training, which is how you learn to build towers without killing everyone. And I know you should always read the labels on the ladder.
Scaffolding tower.
Scaffolding towers. Yeah, scaffolding towers, because my life is weird and I have to have these qualifications in order to not murder people, despite the fact I do this like every now and again.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's good. I'm glad you're not out there taking lives left and right.
You'd love not to. Although I do learn a lot about not building them near power lines, despite the fact I'm going to build them exclusively inside theatres where there are almost no exposed overhead power lines. Almost never.
Yeah, we're just going to run this 80,000 volt cable unprotected through this building. Everyone cool with that?
It's part of the piece.
Just don't touch it. It's fine.
Junibug, it wasn't the genie. It was Jasmine, because I'm gay. Well, fucking bully for you.
Right. Genie can be anything.
Yeah, exactly. Why don't you trans the genie's gender, or are you not woke enough for that?
Not woke enough.
Trans
like
the
me and Tim.
gender into your gender of choice, and then lust after them, if you're actually like progressive. Not related to this anyway. Soul Tonight says Tim is a good example of why sleep deprivation is bad for you. Okay, so I'm going to cling to life for long enough to solve this ladder's mystery. You force your eyes open a fraction more, using your last shreds of will to learn about this wonderful thing that is happening to you. Your heavy eyes focus on the label. Jacobson's euphoric joke ladders. Every third rung is a lethal dose of heroin. And that's the way we like it. Yeah, that sounds about right. You've not strangled a horse. You got all bungled on a ladder and died. Return to start. Okay, so we got bungled on a ladder and died. We got the real good shit.
That's very good.
Right. Okay. Do we want to return to the ladder and see if we can make it up?
Try the second. So we just have to make sure we don't touch any of the rungs, which are a multiple of 3.
We're going to grain silo. We're going to climb the ladder. So second rung or first rung. Just really play it safe. Start at the first one. Start at this low rung. Far too low to be useful, but at least you hang on. If it's every third rung, but that starts on 0, then so it's 1, 2, 3, rather than 1, because otherwise the third rung would be 1, 4.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 3, 6. It's
3,
in.
6,
Does that mean it's in base 3? Is that am I using that correctly?
Multiples of 3, yeah.
No,
yeah,
I like to use base 3 because it makes me sound
you could
smart.
count. I mean, you're welcome to count it in base 3, but you can.
Oh,
also
am I?
count
Oh,
it
I'm welcome to count in base 3, am I?
You're absolutely welcome to
Who
do
the
so.
fuck do you think you are?
I'm the base 3 allowance council. Is who I am. Actually, sponsored by MNIST.
Sorry, I just caught this from earlier from Guy. I didn't think this is how it would go. Lovely stuff. Right. Grasp the first rung. You bend down to grasp the first rung of the ladder. Not a ladder, the ladder. Pivoting at the waist and folding in half with a sickening crunch. He needs to learn to squat, this ass. As the colours drain from the world and everything slowly goes back, your final thoughts are, I still don't know what a horse is. You have died of bad yoga. You have not strangled a horse. Fuck. Okay, hang on.
We're going to get up this fucking ladder if it kills us, and it has twice.
Guy, personally, from me to you, fuck you. I'm going to climb this cunting ladder. Right, climb the ladder.
Climb the ladder. Second rung.
Or
freestyle it. Well,
freestyling will involve touching the third rung, or you become like God's perfect idiot, and by freestyling it and not worrying about it, you just sort of like dance through the raindrops.
Or you climb a ladder like how people climb palm trees by just sort of you don't touch the rungs, you sort of shimmy up the outside of it.
Yeah. You don't give the ladder time to think, and therefore time to defeat you.
Should we try a freestyle? Let's
freestyle the ladder, because this second rung, I mean, look, law of probability, the first rung killed us, the third rung killed us. So what we're supposed to believe that the second rung won't kill us?
Yeah.
I'm not an idiot.
No.
Freestyle this ladder.
We're smart boys.
Right, let's do this. You haven't climbed a ladder before, but honestly, it can't be that hard. It looks fairly self-explanatory. Stick your arms and legs out at 45-degree angles and tilt towards the ladder, interlocking with the rungs like the teeth of a gear, and roll your way up.
Wait, what?
Sort of like that.
Like that? Oh, I see. Yeah. Like a star. So you star yourself.
You are going to need, I'm always starring myself. Tim Meredith, starring Tim Meredith in a Tim Meredith production, filmed in front of filmed from inside a live studio. Tim Meredith. Inkstein Danny, Tim Nos and Idiot Meredith climbing a ladder, normal style. Okay, so let's cam our way up this ladder. Clack, 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 clack. You roll your way up the ladder perfectly and land at the top with a satisfied mechanical thunk. In front of you is the top of a large metal tube. Did we not touch the third ladder, or does it not count? The third rung.
Yeah, I guess so. Every third rung. I guess we
fucking explain yourself, Guy.
Hang on, I need to work this out, because if you're
I suppose if it's like, if you have like 2, 2, and then a gap where your head is 2, 2, and a gap where your crotch is, that would
be in 4. So you'd have 4 spokes. It would be a gear with 4 spokes going up, and if you were hitting every single tooth, which is the ladder in this case, then you'd have like at some point, unless depending on how many rungs there are.
think about it. If you're a gear with 6 spokes, but then you cut off the top and bottom spoke, so you basically do 1, 2, skip, 1, 2, skip.
1, 2,
You
skip.
start at the bottom, you go, foot gear, arm gear, then where the third one would be the spoke where your head is. You skip that one, and then it's 4, 5, 6 would be where your crotch is, 7, 8, and so you could theoretically go all the way up. It wouldn't be a smoother action, but it's possible. Hey, Guy, we'd like to apologise here at the Brothers Meredith stream for my outburst personally. I'm not going to rescind it because I feel like it was honestly come by, but they'll say this is the Dark Souls influence. Some things are not explained. There are hours of lore videos about this on YouTube.
Oh my God.
You roll you up the ladder perfectly and land at the top with a satisfied mechanical thunk. In front of you is the top of a large metal tube. It is stacked to the very brim with what appears to be perfect, gleaming jewels. There is a sign which reads, grain silo, danger of death. Do not jump into the grain silo. It is a terrible way to die. Do not do this. You realize that you're not sure what horses actually look like. Maybe these tiny gems are horses. The thing is, if it was filled with grain, sure, because the thing about grain is it's granular, it's round, and it kind of like acts like quicksand in that way because it doesn't have enough. It acts a fluid. However, gems, larger, more kind of like irregular shapes, that you should be able to walk into there like you could walk onto a pebbled beach.
It should be like pebbles. It would be like walking on rocks.
So we can leap into the
jewel.
We could leap into the jewels with our arms outstretched, ready to strangle, sort of like what's that rich duck called?
Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge McDuck, thank you.
Yeah.
Tentatively lean forwards and attempt to touch a jewel. Decide that these are not horses and cogwheel your way back down the ladder.
I mean, we spent a long time getting up here.
Should we tentatively fondle a stone?
Let's have a look.
We're gonna touch our little pinky. Junibug, hey buddy, what's under the pebbles on a pebble beach? It kind of depends. Could be mud, could be rock,
pebbles,
could be smaller pebbles, could be sand. It kind of depends. So, you can't fucking gotcha me, Junibug.
Wet sand.
I've been very clear on this subject that pebbled beaches may have many underpinnings, and that is something that me and my party have been very clear on from the start of our campaign. We're going to tentatively touch a jewel.
Tentatively touch the jewels.
You lean forward and attempt to pick up one of the tiny alluring gems.
I do.
As you lean, enraptured by their soft glow, you overbalance and tip headfirst into 1,500 tons of KWS solitaire wheat. What does that mean?
What's that type of wheat?
Kilowatts per second. Solitaire wheat, all of which immediately whizzes up into your nose and lungs, killing you instantly. You have not strangled a horse. You have died of big wheat lung whiz.
Instantly?
Instantly?
So you didn't suffocate. You just got torn to shreds by wheat.
So they weren't gems. They wheat.
Weren't gems.
But we just thought
didn't know what wheat
we
was.
just didn't know what wheat was.
Wheat was.
But now we know what wheat was. So, hang on. Is the grain silo, or maybe hang on, Sam. And I know I said I exactly wouldn't do this, but I'm if nothing else, maybe if we use the second rung, we'll actually go up there with kind of a better knowledge of what to do, because cogwheeling, all the tumbling, it scrambled our brain. It's made our reasoning unreasonable.
Not enough oxygen is getting to our
Not
brain
enough oxygen. Okay, we grasp the second rung. The second rung of the ladder is about 2 feet above the ground, so you sink into a deep lunge in order to reach it.
Yeah.
Your pants have split in the most comprehensive way a pair of trousers can split. If this was the Olympics, you would have taken home the gold, and your name would be spoken in hushed tones for decades to come. Unfortunately, this is the farm and not the Olympics. Instead of a global acclaim, a flock of quasi-feral chickens attracted by the noise swarm around you and use their horrible bird beaks to go absolutely bananas on your taint. Die from quasi-feral chickens going absolutely bananas on your taint. You die from quasi-feral chickens going absolutely bananas on your taint. On your Andrew Tate, which is what I call my taint. It is an agonizing process only serves to embolden the vicious hens further. This, however, is no longer your problem because you have died from quasi-feral chickens going absolutely bananas on your taint. You have not strangled a horse. In what way are they only quasi-feral?
Yeah. Does it matter how feral? Like, they're feral enough to be murdering people.
If an animal attacks you to the point of death, that's feral.
That's
right?
pretty feral, yeah.
Or is it sort of like they're
well,
feral, but
I
they
don't
have
know,
some
because-
culture.
But then a farm animals which could kill you, like a bull or something, or a horse could kill you. But we wouldn't consider them.
No, they are domesticated.
They're domesticated but not tamed
I
necessarily.
suppose there are some animals where we accept this can be dangerous in some circumstances.
Yeah,
But
chickens isn't
managed
usually on that list.
no, and like managed properly, like ungoaded,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we goaded is having your trousers rip quote counts as goading.
Apparently, to these chickens, it does.
Okay, right. Return to the start. All right. Okay. We're going to climb the ladder. We're going to freestyle this sucker.
Freestyle.
We're going to cog our way up.
Yeah.
We know that leaping into the jewels is going to go poorly because we've already touched
Well,
the jewel.
Do we?
Was it that we weren't confident enough and they didn't respect
Yeah.
us?
There's no. Yeah, I think it was that. I think
Let's-
it's going to be
let's-
fine.
Let's leap into the jewels, which is the future tense. I will leap. I
will.
leap. I have leapt.
Yeah. Well, English doesn't have future conjugation, so
What did you fucking say to me?
I said the English doesn't have future tense conjugations.
Do you not like Britain? What's going on? Do you not?
It's just like we
support
don't
this
have them in
country?
English. It's just
Well, because
simple-
we're not good enough.
It's because we're not as
You
good
don't
as the
think
French.
Fucking day. Do you not have any? Is this something I just didn't know? Is there
We
no?
just don't have them.
Oh, you just say I will and then do the
I
present
will,
tense.
and you have, we have future constructions, but not. And I think it's the same in German. Is that right, German speakers? You don't have future tense conjugations.
I'm trying to think of an example and I don't know why because you're probably correct. But I'm like booking. No, because that's
Booking.
present. I am booking. I
am
will be
booking.
booking.
I will be booking.
I have
will
booked.
book.
Why don't
Yeah.
we have future? If we have past, why don't we have future?
You just don't need it. You can get by just fine. German is the.
Can we get? I mean, look at
Same, yeah.
English history. Have we been getting by fine, Sam? Or if you think about it, is
Well-
every issue currently facing our country
Because
today due to the fact that we can't fucking think ahead
We can't
because we're a bunch
talk
of
about the
stupid
future.
cunts? Is that?
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's been fine in terms of. I mean, it's been bad for everyone else.
Yeah.
Japanese doesn't either. Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, and they started the second. They entered the Second World War knowing they couldn't win, so they obviously can't think ahead either.
But French does have future conjugations.
And which is why they've never made a mistake.
which is why the French are God's perfect babies.
Sultanite. Sam is actually a linguist. In case you didn't know that, are you? Hey Sam.
No.
Hey Sam. Are you a cunning linguist?
Oh, how rude! How ribald and blue!
He'll eat out any dictionary you give him. He'll do it. Right, we're gonna
Dictionary,
Hey,
dictionary. Yeah, am I right?
I think he is. Leap into the jewels, your arms outstretched, ready. I'm so sorry, guys.
He wrote says pack it the fuck in.
Back it the fuck in. Don't like that.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
like it.
Moving on.
Oh dear. Right, leap into the jewels. Ignoring the incredibly clear sign, you leap headfirst into the jewels and begin to roll around. Oh my god, this feels amazing. No wonder no one wanted you to do this. They probably wanted to keep this ecstasy all for themselves.
Exactly. They were trying to keep
Exactly.
the jewels from us.
From behind you, you hear the unmistakable sound of a throat being cleared. Ignore the sound and continue to thrash around in pleasure. Turn around and yell, "Hey, what are these jewels?" Hey, what are these jewels?
Hey, what are these jewels?
Oh no, guys on board. He will eat out any dictionary you give him poetry. Fine, good. Jitterbug, Tim, scared of the word pussy Meredith, gets tired and starts talking about performing oral sex on a book. Look, just let me express myself in my way, you know? Which is getting right up on a Collins gem. Oh, absolutely going to town.
Yeah, I want to see that Samuel Johnson.
Inkstein Dandy says no. So he used to be so scared of saying pussy, but he said it so much last stream and then it's just a crying robot. Right, are we ignoring the sound and continuing to thrash around in pleasure? Or are we turning around and yelling, "Hey, what are these jewels?" I mean, do we want to spoil it? Will knowing spoil it?
I don't know, but this is the first human we've come into contact with, possibly.
I mean, yeah. I
Up
mean,
to this point.
anything can clear it. If it's got a throat, it can clear it.
It's true. It's true. If it's a cow going,
Excuse me.
I guess I want to talk to that cow as well.
Thank
No
you.
notes.
No
Idiot.
notes. Okay, in which case, let's turn around and find out whomst has cleared their throat. You turn around midway through shouting your duel-related question. Standing in front of you is what can only be described. You know what? Maybe I won't put words in that aren't in the text because this is Guy's work and I should respect it.
There was a precedent for that.
What, my dyslexia?
That and also the phrase that can only be described as.
It can only be described. That's true. Standing in front of you is what can only be a horse. The gem's forgotten. You prepare to strike, but are stopped short as you see what is held in its hoof. It is a Beretta M9, the semi-automatic pistol used by the United States military, and apparently this horse. Firstly, says the horse, who is Scottish for some reason, this is grain, not jewels. Secondly, he adds, jumping into grain silos is extremely dangerous. Bam! White-hot pain erupts in your stomach. You have been shot by a horse in a grain silo and bleed out all over at least three chocolate and caramel hobnobs worth of grain, diminishing its market value. As the light goes out, you hear the horse say only one final thing. Seriously, don't fuck around with grain silos. What's wrong with you? You internalize this lesson, but it is too late. You die from horse gun. You have not strangled a horse. Okay,
No.
but we found the horse.
We did find the horse.
We found the horse. Sol just remembered I'm a voice actor. Oh, Tim just remembered he's a voice actor. I just remembered it. You all knew. Right. Okay. So we've located. Okay. Grain silo.
Yep.
Climb the ladder.
Yep.
Freestyle.
Yep. Click, clack,
leap
click, clack.
in.
Yep. Leap in.
And ignore the horse because that's what gives it its power.
Yep.
Much like teenagers.
That's true. Lambda Seawitch said you think it's a horse. It is something that a person who has admitted they don't know what a horse
is. So we know it has a hoof, but like
Yeah.
a horse is the only thing that have hoofs.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Wait.
No.
No.
Hang on. So would you like
Well,
to
as
read
far
that
as
back
we
into the
know.
record? Do we actually know? We don't know what a horse is. Do we know what a hoof is?
Do we know what anything is?
Are you just looking at your hands and going, "Look, two manipulatable"? Imagine if
yes,
you
my
had
10 little hooves.
Imagine if you had hooves, but they were segmented. So it was like hoof shape when kind of held like that, but then you could, and then it's sort of like slices, and so you could kind of clatter around with with sort of little chitinous hands.
That's really horrid. Yeah,
it's really horrid.
Yeah.
Anybody else deeply upset by the concept of sort of little clacky chitinous hands?
You could sort of hold things a bit, like you had some control.
Oh, and as Leo 28 points out, wait till you hear about baby horses. Yes, because they've got those weird little soft fronds that are fucking nightmarish, and they quickly harden into hooves. Because
Really
obviously,
horrid.
if you're giving birth to something and it's got 4 shoes on, like if you gave birth to a baby and it was wearing Doc Martens,
Yeah,
you wouldn't want that.
Nike Airs,
So they've got soft Doc Martens that harden in the air. I believe is how it works.
Oh God, those are horrid.
They are horrid. I'm not going to click on it because I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've seen it, and I don't.
really
Brain Mage,
horrible.
hooves are fingernails, horses are nightmares. And you know what? My stance has been clear on this for many years. Horses are panicking fools with access to 4 dangerous jackhammers, and it shouldn't be allowed. And I've just realised Logitech has once again decided that it wants to autofocus.
Oh yes,
and needs to be informed that it is in fact bad at this.
Hocus pocus, autofocus.
And launching the software really upsets my computer because it's very well optimized software. Right, I've turned off autofocus and I've put autofocus to nil. Right, nil focus.
We spent millions of dollars, making this camera, making the drivers for it.
Yeah.
Who should we get to write the software for it? Oh, I've got an insane nephew.
Yeah, he's very concussed. Is that an issue?
He has a really bad concussion, but he did do some C++ at university that he was thrown out of for crimes, for his terrible crimes.
He made the most upsetting sort of turn-based RPGs. I can't even go into what they're about. Brain Mage has asked why you like this, and I don't know if that's to me or the horse.
Yeah, probably the horse.
So, unrelated from horse strangling, here comes the third. Oh, a Tim Song poll vote for you. Or as Tim calls it, democracy. Most songs from the 3 albums have been covered by the polls. Now will be one more poll after this one. Anyone knows the songs, please participate. There's a little link, and you can vote for what you like that I've done.
Foxglove says it might have been AI coded. Yeah,
It's true. It's true.
vibe
Right.
coded.
We're going to ignore the sound and continue to thrash about in pleasure because we're having a me day. We're having a we day.
Mm-hmm.
Click. You ignore the sounds of rearranging You ignore the sounds of rearranging neck mucus and continue to thrash about. Blam. A thundering gunshot rings out. White hot pain fills your belly. Okay, so it turns out ignoring the horse does not. So it's like when they say, like, you know what? When you meet a bully, just ignore them, and you go, and as they're sort of like slamming their fist into your face repeatedly, you're like, I'm sorry, I'm just not justifying this with a response, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not giving you that power.
I won't be responding to this.
You should have read the sign, says a voice from behind you. You bleed to death on top of a load of grain, knocking at least 37 pence off its market value. Unless, of course, it's going to the blood pudding markets, in which case although you now have to charge VAT on what would usually be a raw product because you have sort of altered it in such a way that increases its value. So maybe that actually makes it less sort of economically viable. I know we'd have to send an email to HMRC.
Human blood pudding, which is going to be tough to market.
And that's why we had to leave the EU, because they had their regulations. Oh, don't use human blood. These fucking wimps. You've not strangled a horse. You were shot in the back in the grain silo and made some wheat worth less pence. Return to the start. Okay, so there is no safe way to engage with the grain silo. Unless, hang on, if you go up the grain silo and you climb the ladder and you freestyle it and you go up there and you get to the top and you go, actually, go back down the ladder. Clack, 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 clack. You roll your way back down the ladder. Bonk. That was the sound of a passing jackdaw carrying a tin full of barn paint, specifically the sound it made when the tin bounced off your head, completely obliterating any memory of your journey up and down the ladder in front of you. I climbed that ladder? Nope. Okay, right. Shovels and hoes?
I guess so.
Shovels and hoes. Also, I'm impressed Tim remembered the last line from that song that is missing from the lyrics and Bandcamps. To be fair, he did write it himself, but also he did forget about Glad You're Alive's existence. My memory is full of strange little alleyways. It's difficult to know. Shovels, hose, etc. You head off in the direction of shovels, hose, etc. You figure that hose is pretty close to horse. So maybe some letters have fallen off or possibly weren't even there to begin with, left off as part of some sort of agricultural cost-cutting measure. Continuing along the path, you encounter 3 buildings, each with a sign in front. All signs say tool shed, and all are very different. The first is a battered wood sign with tool shed written in faded brown paint. The second is a blazing neon sign with a saucy farmer made out of neon tubes flashing above it. From inside comes thumping techno music. The third shed is a nondescript grey cube with a neatly printed sign reading tool shed in a spectacularly boring font. There is also another sign that says back the way you came, only this time with a different accent. Sorry, back the way you came. Is that an accent or is that an intonation? Hard to say. Junibug, Tim, your pot song from the Bumpy Return episode of Contrived Pod makes me very happy and I sing it a lot. I don't remember that. I don't remember it. Guy says that was added when someone complained that you can climb the ladder, climb back down, and then if you climb it again, it says you haven't climbed the ladder before. There is no pleasing some people. I actually did see on the page that you can access the game from. I did see that comment, and it's just nice when devs are responsive, and they don't just put out a game and abandon it. It's not a live service game.
Sure,
it's a game with live service.
Someone, if I'd got that feedback from somebody. And I would have gone, oh, I've changed it. Don't worry. Why don't you try it and see what happens? And it would it would just be cunt.
Yeah, I've changed the entire game to be a text adventure with one word in it.
Especially for you.
Hang on 1 second. Amy has made an error.
So I needed the door open.
Yeah.
So all the flies have come in because I've got to take the fly curtain down.
Yeah.
And so I looked up how do you get rid of flies, and they were like spray lavender or like a strong smell, they don't like it.
Yeah, but neither do you.
Turns out that they don't care, and I have MCAS.
So Amy's tried to use lavender to drive away flies, and unfortunately the flies don't mind, but it's driven away Amy. So
got very loud, all of it. What have you just got very close to your mic or
This is
something?
a
It just
full
got
I
on
like
don't know.
Street party
super loud.
happening. Can you hear?
I haven't touched anything.
No, no, it's really weird.
Was it just for you?
I don't know. Is it did Tim
Is it-
get loud for everyone, or is it just have I gone insane?
Sam, has your head gone mad?
My brain. I haven't
Guy
changed
says use strong smells. Was this advice confusing flies for autistic people? Right. Yes, unfortunately, Fox, Amy is a fly.
No, it sounds fine now.
Can
What
you
the
hear
fuck?
The street party that's
I can't hear the street
happening?
party.
Full street party.
Is it a full street party? Hang on. Oh, I can hear it a
All
little
down
bit.
the road of the Green Door store.
Oh, nice. Nice. Should we go? No. We don't like going outside.
Don't be very tired, Stephen.
I can now smell the lavender. Right, Sam.
Yep.
Do we head to the shed with the faded sign? Do we head to the shed with the neon sign? Do we head to the shed with the boring sign? Or shed to the head with the tremendous speed, head back the way you came?
Shed to the head at tremendous speed.
Shed to the head with tremendous... Headbutt the shed. Is that what
I want to see what that. Oh yeah, I want to headbutt the shed. Yep.
Headbutt the shed. You lower your head and charge at the nearest shed, feet pounding the ground and sending up great puffs of dirt. Horse! You yell, I'm coming for you! Your bounce collides with the wall of the shed at spectacular speed. Newton's third law of motion kicks in with a little fanfare, and your spine is turned into the sort of pace that is great for dying immediately because you ran headfirst into a shed, but not the best if your plan is to stay alive and strangle a horse. You have died of running headfirst into a shed. You have not strangled a horse. Okay, Sam, you made very...
We worked it. Okay. I was pretty sure that was what was going to happen, but
fuck, I hit tractors and that. No, I do want... Wait. Grain silo.
grain
Shovels.
Shovels.
Okay. Do we head to the shed with the faded sign? Do we head to the shed with the neon sign? Do we head to the shed with the boring sign? We don't shed to the head with the tremendous speed, but we head back to the way we came?
Well, I can't. I mean, if this wasn't on stream, I would just do it in order, like a boring cunt.
No.
But
you can follow you because it highlights the ones we've clicked.
it's true. It does. I want to go to the boring sign.
Boring sign.
I
Oh,
feel like
because you
the
feel
most-
maybe it's like a double bluff.
Yeah.
Not many people know this, but the real shit's happening at the shed with the boring sign.
It's a secret
You-
government lab.
Oh, it's full of cocaine. You push open the door of the grey shed and immediately hear the unmistakable sound of 35 desiccated wasps' nests crumbling to dust. That's weird. You can't actually see any wasps' nests. What you can see is an ocean of desks stretching far back into the hangar-like space, each one occupied by a grey little man in a grey little suit wearing horn-rimmed spectacles and particularly unappealing smirk. Hello? Hello, they all snicker in a mocking tone. Hello, they all snicker in a mocking tone. You realise that the horrible, dusty, crumbly noises are coming from them. So is a constant low mutter. Someone's lost a pint of similar, please, barmaid. You should smile more. 20 miles an hour, that's ridiculous. You lot wouldn't have lasted a minute in my day. You see what's happening here? It's a tool shed, right? Like a shed full of men who are tools. Amy enjoyed that. That's the one. Fine. Slowly, these awful grey dull bastards have you wholly surrounded. I remember, with pink custard, they say. Where's your bloody poppy? You try your best, but in the end, they're impossible to resist. When they move back to their desks, you are transformed, dull, grey, and a bit of a twat. I should comment on that woman's appearance, you think to yourself. She'd like that. Game over. You have not strangled a horse. Instead, you've become a right twat. Return to the start.
Lily Rose has a tongue twister for you, Tim. Do you want to take a run at that?
The pellet with the poison, the vessel with the pestle, the chalice from the palace is the brew that is true. Now, the only way to approach that was by not thinking about it at all and reading one word at a time. If I tried that again, I don't think it would work.
The pellet with the poisons in the vessel with the pestle. The chalice from the palace has the brew that is true. It's doable, but it's tough.
It's doable. Apparently, it's a reference to what? Inkstein Danny, follow your dream. Be a boring cunt. Oh, hang on. From earlier, Guy says, I am autistic, so I can say that. However, I also have no sense of smell, so maybe I am problematic. Oh, God. Yeah, sorry, guy. Can you not comment on issues with the smelling community that you don't understand? Because that's actually quite offensive. I'm offended. Sam, are you offended?
I'm always offended. That's my secret.
He's always
Deep down, I'm always offended.
he's always offended.
It's a reference. I thought you all knew that movie.
Go watch Court Jester. I've never.
Court Jester in chat.
Oh, there is a Court
Isn't
Jester
there?
in chat.
There's
Well
a Court
remembered.
Jester in
Yeah.
chat. Court Jester MP4.
Grain silo. Shovels hose.
Mhm.
Okay. Head to the shape of the faded sign. Head to the shape of the neon side. Head back the way you came.
Chat. Do you wanna choose between
Faded?
sheds, faded or neon?
Thanks, and Danny. Tongue twister, schmunkschmister. How about you get off your bum and strangle a horse already? Fuck.
Neon.
Neon.
Four votes for neon. Yep.
Right, we head to what is clearly a gay shed. You push open the door and find yourself immediately hit by thumping bass. Strobe lights pulse and spotlights of all colours play across the heaving crowd of revelers inside. You feel a sexual awakening that you've tried to push away for many years, but you always knew was true. You were always different, and you always felt uncomfortable in social situations, but this kind of accepting space fills you with a sort of a warm pleasure right from your toes up to your head, and it's time to fuck. Sorry, I'm now adding text.
How much for a Heineken? £12. You fucking what? That kind of thing.
Right. Do you make your way to the bar? Do you take off your top, find the nearest pill you can, and dance, baby, dance? Come on, Sam.
I mean, why not?
Let's pop some ket and get sweaty.
Everyone has a summer in Berlin where they just say yes to everything.
You know what? I didn't go to the Bergheim. I went to an even more exclusive nightclub called.
When I was staying in Berlin, my girlfriend at the time and her friend were like, "We want to go to Bergheim," and I was like, "I don't want to do that." So they went, and I didn't, and it was great. And I went and had a lovely beer on a little patio in Berlin.
Oh, nice. And did they get into the Bergheim?
Yeah, they were very, very beautiful goth girls. So they walked straight in. Yeah,
they walked straight in. And you know what? I am and have never been a beautiful goth girl. And I'm not going to say I never will be, because I know there are methods to kind of achieve this. Yeah. I'm not sure I'm ready to explore them. But at this point, right now,
yeah,
I'm simply not a beautiful goth girl, and I've got to accept that.
Mm.
I cannot be my own big titty goth girlfriend, and that is a point of sadness for me, Sam.
I was watching.
What were you watching, Sam? Hey, Sam, what were you watching? Just joining something big titty goth girlfriend. What were you watching?
Some Japanese found footage horror.
Uh-huh.
And there was one where it was like it was an undercover documentary in a cult initiation thing, where it was like this woman, basically, it was just like someone indoctrinating somebody into like a self-help cult thing. That was what the documentary was supposed to be. And then somebody like trips on this supernatural thing, and then there's these like cloaked figures appear when the lights turn off and things like that briefly. Yeah. And then one of the participants just jumps on the person and starts eating her and starts biting.
Sure, as does happen.
Trigger warning for violence. And it was very good. It was very nicely shot. It was all like shaky cam and things. And then they come back into the room to find the woman who'd attacked her just like sitting on the floor covered in blood.
Yeah, because what are you going to do? You got to rest.
You got to rest.
You'll tuck it out.
And the woman who was now dead, who was like disfigured slightly and covered in blood, but now she was considerably more busty than she had been before, like noticeably so. And when they zoomed in on her, it was quite clear that it was a dummy. But what kind of dummy do you think would be abnormally bechebbed? Were you to be?
Was it for budgetary reasons a real doll? I
think it might have been for budgetary reasons a real doll. Yes, that this life-size human female doll.
Wow.
And because it was like noticeable when the camera comes around the corner to do the reveal, which was like really nicely done. And you're like, hang on a minute.
hang on a minute. Levity, which says, I'm so lucky to have a beautiful goth girlfriend. And Eddie Sourboy says, I have a small titty prep boyfriend. So you know what? It's a land of contrasts. Anyway, game. It's no use. You're powerless to resist. The music has taken you and it's riding you like you're some kind of some kind of, you can't even think of a suitable word. You're too busy whipping off your t-shirt, dropping to the floor to snuffle up any accidentally discarded illegal party sweeties like a truffle hog whose favorite kind of truffle is naughty pingers, and dancing like everybody's watching and they all think you're really fucking cool. You've abandoned your quest. No horse has been strangled. Maybe stay a while, dance, get it out of your system before you return to start. We're still one Jenkins. We're still one Martin. We're still Farm Yes. Is that a death?
Wasn't a death. That was a new beginning.
Hang on. You abandon your quest for anonymous sweaty chemsex, a variety of little deaths. He thought of it.
Okay,
he
very
thought
good.
of it.
Very good.
Very good. And in an old lady voice whilst it's raining, by heck, it's wetter than a Burgoyne piss trough out there. Do they have trough? Is there trough toilings? Which is like a toilet.
No idea.
No idea. Never been. Never been. Right. I will strangle a horse with tractors and that. No. With a grain silo, with shovels and hooves.
Yep.
So we need to head to the shed with a fade. No. With a neon sign. Let's make our way to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
You shoulder your way through the crowd, the air thick with sweet sweat. I don't know why they said, I don't know why it's clearly written sweet so many times.
Yep.
And music and lust, walls shimmering in the spotlights. Finally, jostled, bumped, and sweaty, you approach the bartender. Excuse me, are there any horses in here? What? I said, are there any horses in here? You have to speak up, I can't hear you. Are there any horses in here? The second you start shouting, like proper shouting, just to be heard over the music, it just so happens to coincide with a lull in the track, which means to the crowd of the third most popular agricultural gay bar on the farm, you're just some man who's wandered in and suddenly shouted about horses in a horribly quiet moment. God, I hate it when this happens. And it's never when you're saying anything normal, is it? Or something that would frame you in a way that makes you seem really kind and interesting, like you rescue blind puppies from wells for a living. No, it's always something awful about a rash that won't go away. Or you're telling someone about that dream you had where a fetus with the head of your father was chasing you through your old school. Horrible. Anyway, you immediately die of embarrassment. You have not strangled a horse, but you have made a right tit out of yourself. Okay, so there's no way to navigate the club without it going wrong. Grain, shovels, faded sign.
Elfie says third. There's two other gay bars here, apparently.
And weirdly, we've already been to them in the game, and it's your job to work out where they were. Because they're actually sort of quite okay.
And if you can't tell, you're a homophobe.
You're a homophobe. I was about to say you're a homosexual, but quite the opposite. Although there are some health sating. Okay, you walk to the shed. You walk to the shed with even I'm bored of me. You walk to the shed with the faded sign. The wood is rotten, and the door hangs on a single rusted hinge. If there's a horse in here, it must be pretty down on his luck. Can horses be hobos? How would they even hold the bindle? I mean, it held a gun. But I don't know that yet in this particular timeline. And they'd have a terrible time trying to jump aboard a box car. Continue on this train of thought or open the shed? Consider the hobo horse, Sam?
Yeah, let's consider
the
if
hobo.
we can be, but also think about it, but also be considerate of unhoused people.
Exactly. You don't know what happened to this horse.
Yeah.
Ha. Train. Like hobos used to ride. Is it even appropriate to say hobo these days? Obviously, you mean a specific kind of itinerant bum in America during the Depression, what with all the Bindles, box fires, and jungle mulligans and that, rather than people who have, through illness or misfortune, lost their homes. You think about this more and more, ruminating on ideas such as dehumanizing language for the homeless, actual hobo culture, with its songs and campfires, the song The Big Rock Candy Mountain, and more. Eventually, night falls, finding yourself cold and with nowhere to sleep. You take the battered hat and coat from a nearby scarecrow and bed down to sleep against the shed. That night, you were torn apart by farm dogs, who ironically mistook you for a hobo and spent absolutely no time whatsoever wondering if that was problematic. You have died of unreflecting dogs and prejudice. Return. Fuck. You know what? We all die a little bit of prejudice every day, even if we are not the victims of it, Sam.
It's true.
And I say that because I'm thoughtful.
I'm so thoughtful.
Right, wise. Very wise.
I can hear a little boy skittering around.
Oh, you find a skittering little boy?
You coming in?
Lilios 28. Tim, do you know the song? Big Rock Candy Mountain. That's it.
Yeah, I know that.
There's a mountain, lick it please. Big rock candy mountain. This mountain is often covered in bees. Big rock candy mountain. The sugar in the mountain makes my tea sweet like the face of you and me. Get inside and head up high on Big Rock Candy Mountain. Is that the? I'm assuming those are the lyrics.
No, you
It's
got
got to
it,
be.
I think. Everyone's saying yes in chat. That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
yes. Wow.
Superb.
Yes, even
spot
slightly.
on.
Yope, which is yes for nope.
Merrimaid says extremely close, so much as to say perfect.
Perfect. Thank you. Was there any other way? Hang on. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Open the
that's
shed.
right.
The shed door creaks open with considerably more gusto than you'd expect from a single bollocks hinge. Inside, there is a collection. No, those words aren't there. I'm happy to mispronounce a word, but I shouldn't add them because that's rude. Inside is a collection of various inexplicable.
Inside is a collection of various inexplicable farming implements. A ball of something that's either an absolutely enormous nest of spider eggs or some sort of Santa Claus beard, and the unmistakable silhouette of a horse with a long, slender, definitely chokeable neck.
Can't believe I've been usurped.
Just give you a little break. There you go.
Thanks, buddy. Rumage amongst the implements. Stick your hand straight into that big old white ball of mystery. Grab that long equine neck and squeeze the horse right out of existence.
I mean, if it is a horse and we don't take this opportunity,
we would regret it for the rest of our very short
Yeah.
lives. So we're just going to go right for it.
I think let's go for this horse.
Let's grab that long equine neck and squeeze a horse right out of existence. Would you like me to go, or would you like to do it?
Yeah, go on. No, just giving you a little
Okay.
break. You can
Thank
keep
you.
going.
My jaw is feels arrested. You dart forwards with astonishing speed. Clamp your hands around that thin neck and begin to squeeze. Now, I didn't know how thin this neck was, and that doesn't sound good.
No.
How thin is a
Horses
horse?
have large, thick, the size of a person.
Are we about to? Because like I know it's not thinner, but like relatively, are we about to accidentally strangle a giraffe that's just far away,
Or just body shame a horse.
or just body shame a horse? The
Yeah.
second your hands make contact, tens of thousands of volts of electricity course through your body, making your skeleton all visible like that one bit from Home Alone 2, not Home Alone 1, which you initially thought. This seems like unusual behavior from a horse. Before succumbing to the darkness, your eyes land on a label which reads, Jacobson's Lethal Electrocution Hobby Horse. We don't know why you want this, and we don't want to. You've died from an electrified trick hobby horse. You sort of strangled a horse, but not in the way you initially envisaged, so it doesn't really count. Fuck. Okay, my fucking...
Okay.
Right, tractors and that.
Okay.
No,
Well,
no,
that'd
not
be-
tractors, but grain. Okay,
Grain,
and
shovels.
shovels. Faded, open. Okay, rummage amongst the implements. Oh, there's a purple. There's a purple. Hang on. Give me a bug.
There's a change.org petition for something that you might be
Does that
interested
mean if? Hang on. How many do you have to get to before it has to be debated in Parliament?
in.
Well, you
I
know,
think it's
we haven't
like
got to 100 yet.
100,000. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. So if there's 100,000 signatures, I will go to sleep and not before. Oh my God, please help. I've also missed a good cat. Fuck.
Oh.
Hang on. Oh,
It's,
okay. A new roomie's cat
Merrimaid.
snuggled on my bed. Her name is Monkey. Oh, Monkey. Oh, that's good stuff. That's a
very
contented
sweet.
little cat
That's a sweet kitty.
with its two little paws.
Two little paws.
Two little paws.
There's a new co-working space opened in Brighton called
Oh, yeah.
like Yoga Meow or something stupid. But
Yeah.
it's a co-working space that has cats in it.
Oh, okay. Maybe
So-
I'll just start a business so I can have an excuse to go there.
I mean, you can just book a day. You don't need a reason to be there.
Sure, yeah, but then it's not tax deductible if it's just
I
there for
see.
cats. It needs to be
Yeah,
for a
yeah.
work trip. If I just do one Zoom call from there,
And they do yoga and Pilates. and
tax
stuff as
deductible. It's cat. Hey, Sam, it's cats deductible. Am I right? I believe I am. Do you want to rummage amongst the implements, or do you want to stick your hand straight into that big old white ball of mystery?
well. We might find something useful. We might find an item.
Yes. Now,
Amongst the
just
implements.
content warning because it might be an enormous net
That's
spider's
true,
nest. So
yes.
just if you're not a fan of spiders, Just sort of like shout la 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 for a moment, and we'll wave when it's ready. Okay.
Yeah.
Stick your hand in. Nothing can go wrong here, you say out loud, blissfully unaware of how quickly this is going to be proven false, and thrust your hand inside the white fibrous mass. What a great plan. Searing pain immediately shoots through your arm. You pull away in panic and look in horror at the bleeding stump of your fingers. Oh shit. Right? You stagger backwards, squeezing your wrist tight in an attempt to reduce the flow of blood, which is quite frankly pissing out of the ragged mess of what used to be the top of your favourite digits. I appear to have been mistaken. Ain't that the truth? Dizzy from the loss of blood, you can see that the white, though let's face it now, pretty red, mass of fibres twitch and writhe as the tools in the shed fall to the ground and a figure emerges from the shadows. What the fuck?
It's me, Santa, who eats fingers.
Oh, hang on. You know what?
What?
You can play this guy.
Okay.
Yep. You fall to the floor as the gigantic figure looms over you,
Ho, ho, ho.
says Father Christmas.
Looks like someone has found themselves on the naughty list this year.
He advances toward you, each step causing the weakened walls of the shed to quiver. His mouth goes wide. Hang on.
Ah,
Yeah? What exactly is the moral here?
what
do you mean?
mean?
Like, is the moral don't plunge your hands into a massive nest of spiders' eggs? Well, it's as good a moral as any. In case it turns out to be Santa's beard. Listen, don't complicate this, okay? You knew it was stupid when you did it. Yeah, I guess that's fair. Just not that it would be this specific kind of stupid. Yeah, you've got me there. It is what it is. It is what it is. You are consumed over the next 4 to 6 hours by the
God.
actual real Father Christmas, who just happens to spend his off-season living in this dilapidated shed. Sorry, living in a dilapidated shed. Doesn't necessarily have to be this one every year. You have not strangled a horse. You done got eaten by Santa Claus, who lives in a shed. Return to the start. Okay.
No presents for you.
Nothing for you. No hands either. Faded sign. Open the shed. Right. Well, then, I think we can only rummage amongst the implements.
Mm-hmm. It's rummage.
Let's rummage. It's a truth universally acknowledged that a huge, precarious, teetering stack of rusted farming implements must be in need of a rummage, so you jam both your hands in and just go to town. For some inexplicable reason, however, this causes the whole stack of miscellaneous blades and hammers to rain down upon you like an absolute bastard. Looks like I picked the wrong day to never have a tetanus shot, you say with a wry smile, for immediately dying of massive farm tetanus. You've died of massive farm tetanus. On reflection, this wasn't the wisest of choice, but hey, ho. Hey, get it? Hey, ho?
Hey, get it?
Huh?
Huh?
Okay, there's a form that you have to fill in on whether or not you did indeed or did not indeed get it. We need all of you to have filled that out by 4, please. And by 4, I mean 3, 2, 1. Okay, if you haven't filled it out, there's a £100 fine on the way. Return to the start. Okay, so there's no way. Yeah, because it's shovels and hose. Head back the way you came.
Yeah.
Shut up, sign, you say to the sign. Don't talk to me. You're all wood and paint, and I'm some sort of human man who's going to strangle a horse. Do you even know what a horse is, says the sign. Actually, no. Or yeah, and I'll bloody tell you if you want. I think you've got to be confident.
Unearned confidence, yeah.
Unearned confidence. If there's one thing we are all governed by the rubric of, it is ungoverned confidence. Is that what we said? Or unearned?
Unearned? Or
Unearned?
ungoverned? Ungovernable confidence.
Ungovernable confidence. Which sounds like the name of like a Puritan, like a weird Puritan in the 1600s. Josiah Ungovernable Confidence. He starts a farm in the New World and immediately dies of not accepting any help from the native population.
Wouldn't believe the kind of racism he's like inventing.
Just like every day, new and confusing types of racism. Yeah, and I'll bloody tell you if you want. You begin describing what you think is a horse is to an increasingly bewildered sign. As every hour passes, it becomes more and more transparent that you have absolutely no fucking idea what a horse even is. I don't mean what one looks like. I mean, on a conceptual basis, the things you have described could, in no way, in no particular order, be describing... Hang on. The things you have described could, in no particular order, be describing MS-DOS, snooker commentary, big bag of crisps, that time the taxi driver got interviewed on the BBC, news by mistake, John Berger, Bluetooth, the short-range wireless technology. Bluetooth, the Viking. A Bluetooth. Birthday clowns. Chips. This is a non-exhaustive list. It goes on for hours. Eventually, you pass out from exhaustion. Not once getting even close to describing a horse and a combine harvester. Sorry. No, you know what? And a combine harvester, because actually, sort of, that is literally what it is saying. It's a combined harvester. So I don't know why we use the word combine.
Why do we say combine? That's not a word.
We never,
That's
you
the-
know,
those are
you
the aliens
combine-
from Half-Life.
Yeah, I like, and combine 2 ingredients. No, you combine 2 ingredients. So it's a combine harvester driven by, unless that's a future, is that one of the examples of our future
The
proper
only
nouns?
future conjugation
The
that
only
we
future
have.
conjugation is the word combine.
And
You're
it's also a
going to
conjugated
combine.
noun somehow.
Yeah, exactly. In our subjugated cuck language. Is that what subjugated means? Right. And a combine harvester driven by an inattentive farmer mangles you up all dead. You have died from horse ignorance and combine harvester. You have not strangled a horse. Okay, right. So what about if we show humility to a sign?
Yep.
No. Back the way you
Deference,
came.
humility. Yep.
Actually, no.
No.
Fair play, says the sign. I appreciate your honesty. As a reward, I will teleport you back the way you came. It's quicker than walking and perfectly safe, so long as you don't spend too long considering whether the you that comes out the other side is the same you that set off in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I shout, I will strangle a horse. Sorry, shout, I will strangle a horse and be teleported back the way you came, which is quicker than walking and perfectly safe, so long as you do not spend too long considering whether, I see where this is going, whether the you that comes out the other side is the same that you that set off in the first place. Sam,
I do want to do that because I do
I am
that.
worried. You've seen
I
The Prestige so many times,
Yeah.
and you
Start-
cannot absorb its very clear lesson that the answer is no. So you just keep watching it over and over again, and then you occasionally watch The Illusionist by mistake, which is a similar but different film that came out at the same time. Hang on,
You cunt.
Elfie BLW wants me to look at something.
Link. Tim
Link. There's a link. There's a link.
Oh, there's another petition.
Hang on. Okay, it's from Bino B. Never let Tim Meredith sleep again. Please, please, Tim. It's not healthy. Please take care. Don't sleep, Tim. It's not healthy.
To be fair to
Yeah.
Tim, he did have a lovely nap.
I did have a lovely nap. I
He
went.
did have a little-
I between 7 and 11 a.m. I went back to bed.
That's not
That's
bad.
like 5 hours sleep. 7, 8,
Yeah.
9, 10. That's 4 hours sleep. Maybe a bit more. Let's say 4.5 hours sleep. Like that's not a full night's sleep, but that's okay.
Mhm.
That's okay. Right, we're gonna go on. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna. When I used to work in pubs, I used to reset my body clock every week. So I'd work Thursday through Sunday.
Yeah.
And then I'd sleep for 12 hours on the Monday, and then have a normal day Tuesday, Wednesday, and then do it all over again. And it was bad, and it made me very sick. Don't
I was
do
going to
that.
say that's like a real. Yeah, you kind of want to be one or the other.
Yeah.
Do I only do these overnight things occasionally, like
Mhm.
once or twice a month? Because otherwise, I don't know. I think I'd. Sam, are you ill in ways that you can't kind of explain in a long-term fashion?
Not luckily, I don't think it had any did any permanent damage. But
How would you
yeah.
know?
But well, quite. I mean, maybe I'd be
Because
normal.
because like we can all agree stuff's wrong,
Stuff's wrong, right?
but you just can't directly.
Ruler.
Right,
You
we're
know?
going to spend too long considering whether the you that comes out the other end is the same that you that set off in the first place.
Mhm.
Oh, Brain Mage. Also, have you read The Kraken by China Mieville? There is a man in it who bought a working Star Trek transporter and is haunted by the ghosts of his past selves who die whenever he used it. It was whip ass. No, I've not. I've only read Rail Sea by China Mieville. And The City in the City, I think, is China Mieville as well. I'm pretty sure. I like that one. I'll give the other ones a go. Right. Oh God. Right. You know how the human body replaces pretty much all of its atoms every 7 years or something? No way. Something like that. Yeah. Weird. So I guess it's a bit like that, really, given that all your matter vanishes from here
Not
and then
necessarily. Not if that's
appears
if
that-
that's the way it works, because like
Yeah.
the Star Trek transporters destroy the original. You just die, and then
is that canonically what happens?
yeah. So it doesn't transport because you can't. The matter can't be transported. It just uses it. The thing about Star Trek was that the big revelation was that the fact that matter and energy are interchangeable. Like that's the way the replicators work and everything, is that you can
Right.
take energy and turn it into matter. So they can take a person, the everything about them, read that, encode it, destroy the original, and then at the other end decode that information and make a perfect copy of the. Yeah. So you do die in Star Trek every time.
I
you
don't,
transport.
Sam. I don't like that.
No.
I'm quite delicate right now, and that's really upset me. I mean,
Luckily,
there's
it's not
continuity. I mean, there's continuity of consciousness. So even if your body changes, your mind is still the same. So I reckon this is pretty safe. Hang on. What about when you're asleep or unconscious? Doesn't that suggest that there is neither continuity of body nor continuity of mind? Ah, shit. You've died of thinking too hard. Leave that to Descartes the next time, yeah? You've not strangled a horse, right? Well, I suppose you have dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I started having really strong dreams recently. I occasionally go through bouts of having strong dreams, and all of my dreams recently, and I probably mentioned this last time, of me just like being bad at work. Like I'm at a work situation and I'm just sort of a bit bad at it, and then I wake up and go,
no lights, Tim.
"There are no lights." So is that like this? But the continuity of self is just like a very critical bastard giving me unhelpful information.
Mhm,
Who can say?
mhm.
Ali Baxter, that's why transporter accidents cause duplicates semi-regularly.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So does that mean no? Hang on. So all we need to do. Wait. Hang on. Back the way you came. Be humble. Shout, I will strangle a horse. You're standing at the entrance of the farm. The air around you filled with it. You can only. Okay. Right.
Mhm, mhm.
So that's all of grain silo. The grain silo is a dead end. Yes.
Did we? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Back to the game.
Yeah.
Should we see what other treats, tractors, and that might have?
Yeah.
Ali Baxter, I've been away because I've been spending the day with Mum. I get slow cooked lamb today. Love slow cooked lamb. Yummy, yummy, yum, yum. Okay.
Farmhouse.
Hey,
Farm. Yeah, we
Inkster
haven't
Danny.
exhausted tractors.
Calm down. We will get there.
Mm.
We shall strangle the horse. Are we a horse? No, we're not the horse because we got shot in the stomach. I just suddenly thought, are we the horse? And we have to strangle ourselves? But no, we have hands as far as we know. Okay. Let's enter the barn. Okay. A horse box. That sounds suspiciously like a box for by or with a horse. I should check that out. Yes, because we looked at the tractor last time, didn't we?
Mhm,
Or,
mhm.
or is there other things? Hang on.
Yeah, there were, because there was the button and things, and there was.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. We can reminisce more about our father.
Yeah, there we go.
You close your eyes and think about your father and the pranks he used to play. Like all the times he would play a beeping sound while you were asleep and whisper, "Wake up, son. Please wake up." So you briefly thought you were in a coma and this is all one terrible dream. Oh, Dad, you scoundrel. You can almost hear him now. Beep, beep. Oh, God, I think I saw his eyes flicker. Beep, beep. Martin, can you hear me? It's your father. Gosh, it's almost like he's in the room with you. Almost like if you opened one eye. But surely not. Your eyes are both open. ...
Okay. ... I see where the law hole might have opened up for some people.
Open your eyes. You open your eyes. Your head feels thick, foggy. Your body aches. All you can see are white shapes swimming in front of you. You rub your eyes to clear your vision. Oh my God, Janet, he's waking up. You turn around towards the sound of your father's voice. What's going on? You croak. Finally, your vision clears. In front of you, it's what is
Father
it?
Christmas.
Oh God. Oh fuck. Oh no, it's the shape of your father, but there's a horse's head where his dad head should be. That's what horses look like. Dads with big horse noggins on top. Oh fuck. Oh no. You're so scared by this equestro-patriarch hybrid that you immediately shit out every bone in your body in size order and die on the spot. Your father takes off the novelty horse mask he was wearing and sheds a single tear. You've died of bone-gone horse fright. You have not strangled a horse. Okay.
Brilliant.
Okay, right. Right, so we entered the barn, tracked time. Was there any other way to reminisce about your father?
I don't think so. I think that was...
No, okay, no. Okay,
no,
right.
just go straight through, right? Yeah.
Scuttling up and down the tractor. You have
Yep.
got a right hand. Heck yeah.
Anticipate.
No, this all just
No, that
goes.
was it. Yeah.
It all goes. Okay, fine. Fine. So we've scuttled all about. Oh, hang on. Oh, no. Okay. A horse box.
Yeah.
Sure. You approach the horse box and press your ear to the wall. The unmistakable sound of hooves can be heard from within. This is it. You can feel it. You're closer to strangling a horse than you ever have been before. It is electric. You throw open the door, hurl yourself inside, and prepare your best strangling stance. Here we go. Oh! You leap through the door and are met with a roar of a crowd. You look around, dazed by bright lights, and realize you're standing in the middle of a boxing ring. This explains the letters ING that you spotted on the floor on the way in. Fuck off. No, it didn't. What? What? As in box. Oh, boxing. Oh, I see a horse boxing.
Horse boxing.
Horse boxing.
Mhm.
Fuck off. No, it didn't. All right, fine. Let's go again. Insert your own Wayne's World rewind SFX here if you're that fucking bothered. Horse box. That sounds suspiciously like a box for, by, or with a horse. I should check that out. Sure. You approach the horse box and okay. You approach the horse box and press your ear to the wall. The unmistakable sound of hooves can be heard from within. This is it. You can feel it. You're closer to strangling a horse than you ever have been before. It is electric. Before you throw open the door, hurl yourself inside and prepare your best strangling stance, you notice on the floor that there are 3 letters. ING. Your trained the farm eyes tell you that these bear all the hallmarks of letters as what have recently fallen off a mobile horse box ring used in bad circuses and illegal millionaire parties. Satisfied you have complete information, you head inside, fully prepared for what's about to happen. That was cheap. Yeah, but what you gonna do? Raise your fists for what's to come. The bell dings 3 times and the voice of the unseen announcer rocks the stage. Would you like to be the announcer, Sam?
Yeah. In the red corner, weighing in at unspecified pounds, is today's challenger, Martin Jenkins.
The crowd whoops and cheers.
And in the horse corner, weighing in at 1,090 pounds, it's Devil Sugar.
I read it as Devil Shagger myself, but there we go. The crowd goes absolutely wild, like to the point where it starts getting awkward with how long it's taking. You're not bothered, though. You're not here to box. You're here to clamp those steely fingy wrigglers of yours around the horse's big fat neck. And whoops, he's just punched your head clean off with a single hoof. Your expression... your expression is one of shock at seeing the world from so many different angles as your decapitated head floats through the air, shock at being biffed so hard by a big awful horse that you'd be dead before you land in the crowd, and shock that you didn't fully appreciate what you were getting yourself in for, what with noticing the ING and everything.
Wait, there was a clickable, Sugar's name was clickable.
Oh, hang on.
The previous page.
Look
Stats.
at the chat, you cunt.
Devil, yes. Sugar, very. Horse, evil. Boxing, yup. Deaths, only other people's. Martin Jenkins. Martin, 1. Jenkins, 1. Farm, yes. Boxing, nope. No. Deaths, 18. Oh, there's so many more deaths, Sam. So many more deaths. And there's one little gappy here.
One, yeah.
Shit. Right. Well, we've got the developer on the line, so later if we need to fucking clear that one. I mean, unless he's gone. He may have become bored with us. I would understand. Right. You're a very tiresome person sometimes, you know that? Yeah, but I didn't just get punched to bits by a horse, did I? So who's the real dickhead here? That's what I thought. You are dead of horse punch. A horse remains unstrangled. Now, if we were to be less pedantic...
yes. Would we be
okay
prepared for the fight?
Raise your fist for what's to come. It's the same. Okay.
It's the same so far.
Whoops! He's just punched your head clean off with a single hoof. No, we're still considered to have noticed the ING. Okay, fine. Right, I will strangle a horse. So is that all of tractors in that?
Enter the barn.
Yeah, horse box is all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Go back to the grain silo or actually go back to the list of deaths. I'm just wondering if they're laid out in a useful way or
bad yoga, quasi-fell chickens going actually but not. Yes, probably. But what else could be there? Bungled up a ladder and died.
What led to the chickens?
Guys, still here. The chickens was the second ladder rung, and we split our trews.
That's right. The trousers. So it's and there were no options in between the second and third rungs, funnily enough.
Unless during the third rung,
there's something else.
Let blessed sleep consume you.
Yeah, let's try that.
What are labels even for? Why should we create and enforce arbitrary boundaries in a world so full of beauty? You are content to not know the specifics of this beautiful ladder and instead close your eyes in reverence. Let it do with you what it will. You are the ladder is you. The world is only one substance, and that substance is a holy thing. Slowly, blissfully, and with an idiot's contentment, you cross over into the great beyond. You have not strangled a horse. Instead, you had stoned person thoughts and died of ladder trunks. So it's the same death with this information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin Jenkins. That's
There we
right.
go.
That's
Oh,
right.
I love a
we're
complete
so
list.
we're so good at game. I know this is exactly what we said we wouldn't do, but we all knew we would do this. We all knew that.
Yeah. We know
all
who
knew
we
that.
are. You know who we are. This is who we are.
Sorry. Hang on. That's right. Spinozan substance monism, bitches. Okay. I know what the words that's right, substance and bitches means.
Yeah.
Monism means like single thing, like monotheism.
What's
Spinozan. Or Spinozan.
Spinozan. But there's a historical figure called Baruch Spinoza. It's 5:30. Do we want to take a little break?
Oh yeah, we can take a little
drinks
slight break.
and refresh.
Oh, hang on. Guy says Spinoza was a philosopher who asserted that there was only one substance and that was God. Ah, he was a fucking idiot then, was he? Just a big fucking idiot who
What
had
about
no
porridge or
yeah, it was porridge God.
gravel or
Or
jam
cum.
or cum or hair. Idiot.
Or like hexafluorine gas.
I thought it was going to be like he died in that way, like there was something to do with the way he died.
Like I can imagine, like, okay, whenever you die, whatever way you die, you all fundamentally experience the same death as the cocktail of drugs that flood you for however short
Sure.
time that is into you before sort of your cells die of
Sure.
lack of oxygen. Maybe you could kind of argue no matter what death you have, you all fundamentally have the same death. But that's not the same thing as everything is God juice.
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could like the only way to die is the complete cessation of metabolic function, and like that is always true. But
Yeah,
there's
the method of
more to-
arrival is very, very
Yeah,
important.
there's a lot of ways to get there.
And on that note, we'll take a short 10-minute. Oh, hang on. Apart from Bone Gone Horse Fight, that's a special one. Yeah,
that
that's
is
a,
special, yeah.
that's a different thing. Right, we're gonna take a short 10-minute break. Well, you know what? That's a oxymoron. A short 10-minute. I've told you how long it is. It's up to you to decide whether that's a short. Right, we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Bye.
Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back soon. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Hang on, hang on, hang on, please. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong. The brothers Meredith will be back.
Welcome back, you horrible cunts. I've had a Solero, so fuck you. And let's strangle a horse. Now,
Didn't get me a Solero.
no, I didn't get him a Solero. In fact, I specifically made sure that in the local supermarket Sam might frequent, all the Solero deliveries got sort of mysteriously
Oh.
blown up on the side of a road.
That's why there are no Soleros down
And
this
so
end of
many
Brighton.
dead. And so
Yeah.
many dead.
I didn't care about that. I wanted
No.
a Solero.
Exactly. I will eat a Solero, the new text-based adventure from Sam Ray. You've died of unexplained ice cream poisoning. You have not eaten a Solero. You just ate poisoned creams. Right. Hang on. Incidentally, Bet Barras rhubarb cake is But what the fuck? Barris? Okay, it's not important. Right. So I can't remember. Grain silo tracks in that. Did we have anything left?
Let's look at the death list.
So we died of horse
Horse
punch,
punch.
messy pace. So that was tractors and that.
Yeah.
That was going into the box. So I think we've done all of that, and then we're just into this complete. Well, you know what? If we go into the next one and we see a gap,
Then we know.
Then we know.
Smart.
Smart. Okay, I want to strangle a horse. Hey Sam.
Yeah.
It's time to go to the farmhouse. You stride with purpose towards the door to the farmhouse. If you know anything about horses, and to be clear, you absolutely don't. This is where the horse will be found, probably hiding in some sort of the farmer's cupboard, like the cowardly brute it is. You steel yourself and knock on the door. You've got what you believe is your job to do: strangle a horse, and by God, you're going to do it. Strangle a horse. Knock, knock. Struck through. Who's there? You knock on the door and hit, because I'm assuming Guy couldn't resist writing that, but didn't actually want it in the. So this is the compromise. This is what editors are for, and also why one could not possibly be employed here, because they'd have ruined this.
They'd have ruined that joke. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, this isn't necessary, and you're like, that's the fucking point.
That's the point, idiot.
You know, there's no point to any of. Right? You. Oh, why have fun? Fucking people. You know. We've currently got a 47-minute episode of Goblins. We're desperately trying to get shorter because of this approach. Brain Mage, Guy, you have my cake eating it. Yes. Also, for clarity, that's messy paste because Massey paste, because Massey Ferguson is a kind of tractor. I'm very smart.
Oh, I thought that spelling was something specific, but I just couldn't. Yeah.
And also, I believe another brand is Hollandia, so you could be made into a sauce hollandaise.
Nice.
And then there's another tractor brand.
John Deere.
John Deere. John. Oh dear, look what's happened to you. You've been turned into a homogenous, a consistent.
John, oh dear.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. People are saying, keep it that long. No, I want the 47-minute episode of Goblin. Trust me. Trust me. The cuts we make are necessary. Sultan, I feel too much shame for my typos in this chat, but also Tim pretends it's the worst thing when he reads messages with typos, and if he feels free from that. Okay. You knock on the door and hear the sounds echo through the building. It's the sort of effortlessly commanding atmosphere that makes you proud to work on the farm. What the atmosphere doesn't do, however, is open the door, or indeed anything other than emanate from a house. Knock again, or I don't operate in vampire rules, I'm going in. Sam, do you operate on vampire rules?
I guess I sort of do, because
Okay.
I wouldn't enter somebody's house
No, I suppose.
without their permission. So
Yeah.
I guess I
We're
do,
polite.
yeah.
Look, we're here to strangle, but we're here to do it politely.
But the exception to that, to clarify that though, I don't have to obey vampire rules in an emergency. For instance, if there was a medical emergency and I
Yes.
had to go in, I would do it.
So okay, so let's set the scene. You're about to be bitten by the vampire, and you're like, wait. Just before you do this, if, say, for example, somebody's having a heart attack or there's a fire, do I
Yes.
have to count the grains of rice? Can I go in without knocking?
Do I need a handful of soil from the
Yeah.
graveyard? Yeah.
And then they say back to you, I'm sorry, this isn't really a kind of consent situation in this particular version of vampires. I'm attacking you and I'm biting
No.
you and turning you into a vampire. Like
And I would
your perspective on how administratively tricky it is going to be a vampire going forward is of no great consequence to me.
I would
then
tie
you
them
say
up in the
back.
courts with
Yeah,
just
okay.
endless
In small claims
questions and,
courts. You're going to tie a vampire up in the small claims courts.
I don't have time for this.
Oh, you don't have time for justice, is it? Right. Well, so like somebody's going to be getting a quite hefty fine then. Right. We knock again. You knock again, feeling smug about being so polite. Why, Guy, can you stop fucking doing that?
Every
please?
time we say
Every
something.
time. Prick. Right. Let's continue down this path. We're knocking again. You
Mhm.
knock again, feeling smug about being polite. You still no answer. Knock again. Knock again. You feel so stupid. I mean, is it at any point where we feel too polite? Now, I can imagine him being the kind of prick who would put in like a 100 counter.
yeah,
But I could also
right.
imagine him being the kind of prick who's like, there isn't one, but And I appreciate I've called you a prick twice, and you've been nothing but nice to me. But tell me to the face that this isn't the kind of prick you might
Yeah.
be.
Right.
Mate,
Oh, it
100.
might be
That's
six.
not the
Yeah,
sex number.
it's 69. It's going to be 69. So have you been counting so far? Because I haven't.
Nope. Also, apologies. You might need to look away because there's sort of flashing.
Yeah.
I am that guy. Oh, ha, ha! Omni knock engaged. Blares a terrifying mechanical voice from a hidden speaker. If you were an Inspector Gadget, this is the exact time that a long pole with a rotating red light would have telescoped out from under your hat and begun to bathe the walls of the farmhouse with an eerie crimson glow. However, you are not an Inspector Gadget. You're not even wearing a hat. So the best you can do is imagine that is happening. Imagine that is happening. You close your eyes and picture yourself standing in front of the farmhouse wearing your traditional Inspector Gadget hat, traditional Inspector Gadget coat, and traditional Inspector Gadget other clothes. You're not sure what life is like being a biomechanical bag of infinite holding containing whatever metal doohickey a situation calls for, but you can't imagine that's a physically comfortable sensation. Your suspicions are confirmed when the top of your traditional Inspector Gadget hat hinges open and a long pole with a rotating red emergency beacon emerges out of the top of your skull, bathing the walls of the farmhouse in an eerie crimson glow. I get it. Emergency emerges. Very clever. I don't need your validation. Really? You really don't? Come on, we're all friends here. Yeah, okay, fine. I do need your validation. Of course I do. Why else would I be doing this? I mean, sheesh. There we go. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Begrudgingly, no. But I'm still not at great at emotional vulnerability. I'm so proud of you for giving it a go, sport, brackets guy. I appreciate that, even if I do feel a bit awkward. Oh, God, speaking of awkward, I'm going to have to kill you in some elaborate and ridiculous way in a minute. Not because we had a moment of sincerity, but because that's kind of the whole thing's deal. This whole thing's deal, you know? And I don't want you to think that I'm doing it because you said something nice to me. That's okay. I appreciate that you got to do what you got to do. Just show yourself a little compassion sometimes, yeah? It's important to be kind to yourself. Thank you. It's a hard thing to learn, but it's true. Anyway, where were we? I was imagining being an Inspector Gadget and an emergency beacon had just emerged out of the top of my head. Oh yeah, cheers. No worries. The shock of having 7 feet of metal telescopic pole and a Mechnix MS135B-B01-R135mm beacon light. Did you just Google beacon light?
Yeah. I'm going to Google beacon.
Google beacon light.
Okay. No, I'm not seeing Menix.
There was a knock before that one. What?
Okay, Menix make beacon lights.
They do make beacon lights.
They make those like multicolored ones for factory machinery.
Oh, sorry. This is the only thing I say. You knock again, feeling smug about being so polite. Still no answer. Commence the Omni knock. Was that right? Ah, okay. Right. We're going to come back to this.
Yeah.
Because there's
more.
Fine. Right. We're imagining that happening. We're going through here. God, there's a lot within this one, isn't there? Right. Okay. Emotional vulnerability journey.
Omni knock.
Okay. Imagining. No worries.
Yep.
The shock of having 7 feet of metal telescopic pole and a Menix MS135B-B01-R135mm beacon light coming bursting out of your dome is immense, and you emit your traditional cry of alarm. Unfortunately, when panicked, you tend to shout, "Go, go, gadget, shit yourself." Normally, this doesn't cause any real problems beyond the occasional funny look, but in this instance, you are an Inspector Gadget, and so this causes your nightmarish insides to produce a vast mechanical arse, which bursts out of where your arse actually is. With the noise of a jet engine spinning up to full speed, your new robotic anus powerfully expels every single thing contained in your own bowels, as well as a good amount of what's inside everyone else's bowels in a 10-mile radius, killing you instantly. Good thing this is all in my imagination, I guess. You'd think that, but unfortunately, you have a very vivid imagination. So what's just happened is that you knocked on a door a lot, briefly closed your eyes, and shat yourself so badly that you A, died, and B, somehow manifested an actual traditional Inspector Gadget hat, which falls upon the floor next to your lifeless corpse and poopful trousers. You have not strangled a horse. You knocked on the door 69 times and shat yourself because of a cartoon policeman. Return to start. Okay.
So that light, the MS135B.
Yes.
It's available in multiple colors. The 135 is because it's a 135mm beacon.
Yeah, I get that.
Most of them are in stock at PFA. It's about sort of $60 to $80 to $85.
Yeah, again, anything sort of industrial tends to be quite a high sort of floor of cost.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you for that money, you're getting a
It's
quality
doable.
product. Yeah,
It's doable. Okay, right. So, farmhouse. We knock.
Mhm.
Hang on. Okay, right. Just bear with all. Bear with everyone. Sorry, Monty. Bear with. Guy says, while writing this, I decided that specificity was funny, and I refused to believe to be told otherwise. Versma, Tim knows lamps. The worst way I could describe Tim's job. I'm a lamp knower. Oh, okay. Give the door one absolutely massive knock. You steel yourself. You take a breath. You focus. You are going to knock on this door like no one has ever knocked before. You're going to knock on this door like a postman, if a postman was also a King Kong who really wanted to knock on a door. You tilt your wrist back, preparing those knocking knuckles to rap out on that wood, and with all the force of the biggest man knocking the biggest door, you propel your hand downwards, sealing the fate of your oaken foe. Let's bonk some wood, baby. Your fist glides through the air, muscles you didn't know you had engaging for the first time in your life as every fiber of your being is focused on a big old knock. You can hear the air splitting as your hand drives doorwards. Nearby birds are stunned into silence. 5 miles away, a man says, "Wow," without really knowing why. Click. Just as you're about to make contact with the big, oaky, rectangular bane of your life for the final time, the door is flung wide open. Standing in front of you, one hoof on the handle and one hoof on his hip, is what you can only assume to be the farmer. He whickers loudly in a way that you can't help but think means, fucking hell, all right, I was busy. I can't be at your beck. Hang on. Fucking hell. All right, I was busy. I can't be at your beck and call all the time, you know. I've got a lot on. Unfortunately, you cannot really savor the moment and ask the farmer about where he might keep his strangling horses, as your hand, now unimpeded by any sort of door, has no choice but to maintain its momentum and carries its terrifying power in an arc ever downward. You going to punch yourself in the dick so hard you die?
Well, the other thing to mention is that the farmer appears to have hooves.
Yes. Now, I've engaged an accent, and I don't want anyone to read into that too much.
Oh,
Maybe there's
no.
2 Scottish people.
My goodness.
Oh, no.
Can he believe you're knocking on my
Yeah.
door at this
It
time
appears
of
you have
night?
popped a little knock on my little door.
Next
Also,
time
I
we
was
meet
busy.
you.
69 knocks is a while.
Yeah, that would take a while. That would
That's
take
kind
a
of yeah.
a minute or so. Yeah.
Like you'd at least shout, "I'm on my," like just you know. Okay, let's see where this is going. If you thought right into your testicles, then oh boy, you are right. Yippee. No time for sarcasm, my friend. Your hyperpowered fist meets your dangle bag with the force of a bullet train colliding at full speed with 2 Vauxhall coursers made out of meat and covered with a wrinkly skin tarpaulin. Also, in this analogy, your dick would be like 3 or 4 motorcycles, also made out of meat, I guess. The details aren't what's important, to be honest, as you just punched yourself and you just punched yourself a cocky balls, as in like akimbo. You punched yourself a cocky ball so hard that your body flew 7 feet into the air in a sort of a Newtonianly defiant way, because in the same way you can't blow on a sail and move
Sure.
a ship that you're on about. You can't punch yourself so hard because the opposite reaction of your fist going down. And if this game now questions my questioning of its physics, I'll be very cross. So hard that your body flew 7 feet in the air, spun around 80 times, and landed on the floor with a horrid wet splash. You have died. You have not strangled a horse. You have punched yourself in the dick harder than previously thought possible by the world's finest scientific minds, spun around a lot, and burst. So maybe it's sort of like quantum physics, where you get to a point where the numbers are so big, Newtonian physics starts to break down.
Yeah.
We can only
Apparently
assume.
there's one that we've missed in the gadget section,
Okay.
in the
Right.
imagining things gadget
Hey.
section.
Hey. I signed up for a long time, not a good time. Right. Okay.
Tim's sex tank.
God, where's the turbo button when you need it? That's right, back in the 90s.
Tim, if I
Oh.
say, here's the scenario, right? You're walking towards your flat. You're walking down the corridor towards your flat, right?
Yeah.
And then you're just walking there, and then a huge like section of the wall opens up, and a big sickle-shaped blade comes down
And I
right
say
in front of your
communism
nose.
has finally. Okay, yeah.
A big, like, heavy Sen's Fortress Dark Souls blade comes down and it just misses you right in front of your nose. And as it goes
Yeah.
past, there's a little sign on it that says Sam did this, right?
Okay, yeah.
It goes past you and then it goes back into the wall and it closes up.
Okay, so it just one and done.
Just one and done, right? Would you
Yeah.
be mad because it's like nothing happened, right?
I give you a ring, I suppose. I give you a call.
But it's like nothing happened. You know, you didn't get hurt, so it's fine, right?
Well, I suppose in the same way. Okay, I break in at night with a gun and shout, "I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!" And you go, "Oh my god, please no! I've got so much to live for." And I fire a shot, but I fire it through a hole I've specifically sort of like molded into your ceiling, so nothing actually gets broken. Like it's basically like I've shot up the chimney.
So it's like nothing happened.
Yeah, so it's like nothing happened.
Yeah, and I'd be
So I
totally
suppose
fine
what we're
with
saying, do we count emotional damage as damage? Because if yes, then yes,
Apparently
something
not.
has happened. If no, then no,
Yeah.
because apparently, according to Sam, we're all emotionless robots who sort of just work on a purely kind of literal basis
it's
of
like
what
nothing
has and
happened.
hasn't physically. Well, no. In the same way that if you were to write a book and I was to
Yeah.
send a letter to you saying, you know, I hate your book and it's awful and you should be ashamed
But
of
that is
yourself.
something. But there is a record. of that.
Nothing's. Oh no. So the difference of nothing happened or there's a record of it are different. Okay, right. In which case, I just come round to your house and look at you and say, I think you do not have the talent to write a good book, and the proof of that is for all to see. And then I walk away. Has nothing happened?
Unfortunately, if I dispute what you've just said, I bring into the light several arguments about what I have said.
Right.
My
Okay.
scenario, and I don't want that.
And you don't want to do that. Okay.
I don't want to do that. So
if you actually got to
we'll
lie,
agree. So you're on the fence. So you think maybe it's totally fine. The blade thing is cool because it's like nothing happened. You're on the. We agree to disagree. You know.
and that, children, is how centrism wins. Right. It's not proper. No. There was a bill of works for Estima. Don't worry. Like he wanted a little narrow chimney the size of a bullet, and I just installed it correctly for him with the right deeds and permits.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rather than knocking at the door next time, do feel free to use the back button rather than going back and start clicking through. As I'm fully hard. As a Sen's Fortress, at a Sen's Fortress mention, quivering like a tune clock. Okay. Court just says, "Girl, get on with it." Okay, so we knock again. We commence the Omni knock.
Yep.
We imagine that happening. The emergency emerges. Yes. Come on, we're all friends here.
Yeah.
No worries. Good thing.
Beacon. Yeah.
No, okay, so it's back. So maybe it wasn't there.
It was before
it
that.
Was. I don't have time for imagination. I've engaged the Omni knock, whatever that is.
Yep.
A deep mechanical rumbling echoes through the farm air as the ground begins to quake. From inside the farmhouse, you can hear expensive the farm knickknacks falling from shelves and the distant sound of cows being shook or around a right bunch. Okay. Cows being shook around a right bunch reaches you from a barnwards direction.
Mm-hmm.
Intonation is tricky sometimes. You stare in shock as a giant section of perfectly normal seeming the farm ground splits open and a sinister contraption begins to emerge. Now, is this still Inspector Gadget? No. No, the other one. Hang on. Yes, actually, I've changed my mind. I don't operate in a vampire's rules. I'm going in. Is this also Inspector Gadgety? Hang on.
Does that count as Gadget? Sultanite, this is exactly the same bit as the rabies, Sam. You did the exact same line. I don't know what you're talking about, Sultanite.
I don't know what you're talking about. That's the bit I meant. You're right on track. Oh, we're on track. We know what we're doing. We're professional. Okay. Actually, I've changed my mind. I really don't operate in vampire rules. I'm going in. Throwing caution to the wind. The wind? Shut up. Throwing caution to the wind, you kick the door open. It really hurts and takes ages. Eventually, however, you manage to get it to budge.
I
Here's
think we were on the
Martin.
right track before. I think that was the Omni knock bit was the correct bit. I think the delay might be playing tricks on us. Sorry, Tim.
Okay, so are we knocking again? Or are we giving
So
the one massive knock? Or
The Omni knock. So we need to get back to the Omni knock, I think. Oh no.
massive knock?
Massive knock.
Bonks and wood.
No,
No.
that's we're back
Knock
to
again.
knock
Omni
again.
knock.
Yep.
I don't have time for imagination.
Yep.
Yes. You stare in shock as a giant section of perfectly normal seeming the farm ground splits open and a sinister contraption begins to it's a strap-on. The sinister contraption begins to emerge. Stare in shock as a giant section of the perfectly normal seeming the farm ground splits open and a sinister contraption begins to emerge. You can't be sure, but you don't think this is normal behavior for the farm to do. This feels like a much more Thunderbirdsy / Wallace and Gromity sort of situation, but equally, you'd certainly never call yourself an agricultural expert, so you're willing to be proven wrong on this one. Either way, there's a bloody big hole in the ground and a bloody big complicated mechanism sticking out of it, which feels like a rather urgent situation. Examine the mechanism.
Yep.
You peer closely at the mechanism. It looks like what would happen if a forklift truck had a baby with a steampunk hat. Strange cogs and pistons around. Hydraulic machinery and clockwork intertwined with in a sinister amalgamation of all the bits of physics you never really understood. Brackets, all of them. At the top of the mechanism, at the end of a series of jointed arms, is what looks like a bulbous white hand from an old rubber hose cartoon, which is that animation style that's all sort of like
They're all
wibbly
wibbly
wobbly.
wobbly. Everyone's
Yeah.
doing a dance. Everyone's
early
doing
Mickey
this
Mouse
dance.
and Steamboat Willie and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And often just tremendous racism. Oh,
So
you wouldn't believe.
racist. Yeah, absolutely. Shocking.
White hand from an old rubber hose cartoon. Instead of being the gloved mitt of some sort of saucy ostrich, it's on the end of some sort of unfathomable techno bastard. At the bottom of the mechanism is a large box that says control panel. It looks like a large box that says control panel because that's what it is. Okay, examine the top of the mechanism. You begin to climb the arm, winds buffeting you as you cling on for dear life. Wow, this arm is much higher than it looked from the ground. Continue climbing. Sweat drips from you in spite of the freezing winds. You continue to climb, hauling yourself like a sweaty long koala who wants to strangle a horse. And who, I guess, thinks there might be a horse on top of this seemingly endless mechanical arm. Keep going.
Maybe the arm can help.
Maybe the arm can help. Ever consider that?
Mm-hmm.
After what feels like hours, you finally reach the top. The farmhouse below is nowhere to be seen, obscured by a layer of cloud. Above you, the stars glimmer in the night sky between patches of thick, dark cloud. It begins to rain. It begins to rain. What used to be a large cartoon, I hope that this is not a typo and feeds back later. Because I would never have a typo in a 10,000 word choose your own adventure novel. What used to be a large cartoonish hand has transformed into a flat white disc. On the disc, sat in the lotus position, is a wise old yogi with a long grey beard and a serene expression on his long, long face. Hello, my child, says the yogi. What is it that you seek? I seek enlightenment, or I seek
Stranglement.
Oh, no, we have found a typo, and Guy has unfortunately imploded because his pact with the devil meant that if he ever did...
One single typo.
It also says, you know what? Watching somebody else play this really does hit home how deeply fucking stupid it is. Yeah, correct. Good stuff. I'm so aware how many branching paths we've gone past.
Right.
Also, question to Guy. Once it gets to the point where you'd click to go back to the start, has it already logged the ending so we can kind of go
so
back?
We could go back from there. Yeah, we don't have
back from there. Let us know, because that will help. I seek enlightenment. A noble aim, says the yogi, whinnying slightly.
Interesting.
A noble
long
aim,
face, whinnying,
says the yogi, whinnying slightly, to open our mind and ourselves to the intricacies of the universe. Tell me what to do. The yogi nods solemnly and reaches behind his substantial back. Take this, he says, and offers you an object in his outstretched tooth. In the wise man's proffering hoof is a holy object, a lab gear double Yagi high gain TV aerial. Take this. One time I left you room for your echo.
Oh, sorry, I was drinking.
And you
I was
fucked me.
drinking coffee. I fucked you. Go and do it again.
Take this.
This.
In Tonithy. It will give you what you seek.
You seek. You seek. You seek.
Tentatively. Just sounds like he's being racist. Get out of here, you Sikh. Just so specific. Nothing about being a Sikh. Just saying, like, you follow the tenets of Sikhism, I bet. Idiot.
I bet you carry a real or symbolic dagger with you wherever you go.
I bet you have a sacred book which your faith tells you not to ever put on the ground. No, wait, is that Sikhism? I can't remember.
That's definitely the Quran, but I don't know about Sikhism.
Somebody in chat who knows more about world religions, let us know. Tentatively, you reach out a hand and take the sacred relic from the large, dappled sage. Thank you, you whisper. Thank you.
Thank
Now,
you.
my child.
Child.
The yogi says, hold it aloft and let the energy of the universe find you.
The universe.
Hold it aloft and let the energy of the universe find you.
I'm done
You
with
hold
this
the
one.
area above your head. Is there a thunderstorm happening? Just checking. Hold the area above your head, tears welling on your eyes and spilling down your cheeks, mixing with the rain. In the distance, thunder rumbles. Continue to hold the relic. Good, says the yogi, putting on a pair of thick rubber horseshoes and making sure he is sitting on a thick rubber mat. What do you see? Just as you're about to reach for a fundamental understanding about the universe and your place within it, 1 billion volts of electricity is dumped into your body by way of an absolutely fucking massive lightning bolt. And the fact that you were waggling a TV aerial around over your head. You are vaporized instantly, hoodwinked by a horse with a fake beard. You have not strangled a horse. You were tricked by a bendy horse and died of big zaps. KTB, so we do not actually know what a horse is, do we? Correct. No. Correct, we don't. Yes, and Brain as Guy believes so that we can go back. Right, okay. We've let the universe find us, and it went poorly.
Yep.
I seek in stranglement. The yogi's eyes narrow. With one quick flash of a hoof, he whips off his beard and stands before you in 18 hands of solid muscle, yoga knowledge, and the patience required to sit on a disc in the drizzle for absolutely bloody ages. Hang on. This wise old yogi is a horse. You're absolutely right. The clues are all there. You're near the nearby hay, the horse smell, the hooves and tail. My God, this horse is devious. You devious horse, have at you. You put yourself in your best fighting stance, ready to absolutely kung fu the dickens out of this duplicitous Clydesdale. The horse, hang on, is it a sage? Hang on, is sage just a colour? Because Clydesdale is a breed. But the big
sage is like a wise man.
Oh, I thought it was a sage, because isn't there like can you get a sage bay?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it a bay? Or was it a double? Colour?
Was it like a double clever joke about horse colours? I don't know.
Guy, if you put a fucking clever joke about horses in your horse game, what? How fucking dare you? The horse nods once and slowly rises into the air, just like one of the guys in the Matrix, but not the girls. If one of the guys in the Matrix was fully nude and also a horse, commence a really kick-ass fight sequence. You begin to hum Guile's theme from Street Fighter 2 and bob up and down in your idle animation, ready to do the biggest fight with a floating horse on top of a disc really high in the sky that's ever happened in at least the last week. Take the Hanzenkutsu Dachi stance and prepare to fight. I've never played a Street Fighter game, Sam. I feel like this is more for you for some reason.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
My alley has been thoroughly explored.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah.
You drop into the Hanzenkutsu Dachi, ready to strike your fist blow. Unfortunately, you don't actually... Oh, guy. Just don't have a semicolon in it. How fucking dare... I feel mean there. But you can make note of them. Unfortunately, you don't list T actually know any karate, so I'm such a bitch. So you are just flinging your leg really far behind you, and B, you're on top of a disc really high in the air, and you've just tried to stand on an absolutely bloody nothing. Brainmate, Guy says, my wife is A black belt, and B, mad at me for this. And also says, "Oh, big piss." Plummet to your death, reflecting on what we've learned. Absolutely bloody nothing. Splat. You hit the ground like a bullet from a gun. Or indeed anything hitting the ground. Because at terminal velocity, all things are basically the same.
It's true.
If someone shot at the ground because they had a grudge against worms or something, if you have not strangled a horse, you attempted to karate your horse on a disc and fell to your death. If I go start, yeah, it will let me go back, so we can definitely assure.
Oh, okay, great.
Okay, right, back up we go. We've soak, enlightenment, and estranglement,
Mm-hmm.
and we examine the top of the mechanism. So let's now
Yep.
examine the control panel. Guy says, "No, I need to learn." What's that?
Oh my goodness, what's this control panel doing down here? Next on
Oh.
BBC Two, the control panel.
But for our viewers in Scotland, 55 minutes of footage of Rennes.
Starring James Nesbitt, control panel.
Always James Nemes. For all the arcane confusion of the rest of the mechanism, this actually seems pretty simple. The control panel has two buttons. One marked "This is the button that you should press," and one marked "Do not press this button." At the top of the control panel is a company logo and a motto. So we can press the button that we should press. You can press the button you very clearly should not press. Press both buttons or read the company logo and motto.
I'm concerned that this is a Jacobson kills you device. Because we've come
Hang on. You saying there'll be some kind of rule that would involve if we've been twice before killed by a Jacobson's product?
Once bitten, twice shy about Jacobson's murder products. Yes.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times. Well, that just simply doesn't happen. Like, that's just not a scenario.
It can't happen. So my gut is telling me to read the company logo, but I also really want to press a button.
Yes. But we're good boys, so we'll press a button, but we'll modify it by pressing the button that we should press.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Okay. You press the button. There is a little resistance before pushed further with a satisfying click.
Oh, nice.
Ooh. Oh, this is the voice of the mechanism. Oh yeah. Press the button again.
Yeah.
You press the button. There's a little resistance before it pushed further with a satisfying click. Oh, this is the voice inside the mechanism. Oh yeah.
Start hammering the button.
Warning for flashing. Oh, that's it. Keep going. Adds the voice breathily. Oh God, the voice says, "Just a bit more." Oh my God! Sighs the machine as a red light begins to blink frantically, and the machine starts to shake. Step back and watch whatever this is. You step back as the mechanism continues to rattle and emit the sort of noises which, if you heard them coming from the next room in a hotel, you would probably head downstairs to check and ask for a different room on a less horny floor. Sadly, you're not in a hotel. You are in the farm, and you can only stand in horror as the machine begins to shake itself apart. Stand in horror as the machine begins to shake itself apart.
Jeannie has asked, "Tim, can you be Alan Bennett, please?" But not that. Can you do an Alan Bennett impression?
Can you just be him? Can I be sort of a now quite elderly, famous gay author? I mean, I don't know if I can. I don't know if it would be appropriate if I was to just suddenly be that.
Just become him.
But I can. Next time we have a character, I can certainly try and embody Alan. Instead, Danny, chat acting like they haven't encountered the inherent eroticism of the machine, though I thought we were on Tumblr. Okay. You stand in horror as the machine begins to shake itself apart. The walls of machinery fall away, and the arm with the begloved hand creaks ominously. Peer through the smoke and dust. Eventually, the dust settles, and you're shocked by the scene before you. Where the mechanism used to be is a surface not unlike a tabletop, upon which is hunched a wiry old man. Aside from the long mechanical arm, which is now teetering precariously in the sky, the only recognizable bit left of the mechanism is the button you were pushing, which you now realize wasn't connected to anything electrical, but rather a life-sized rubber finger, which is currently midway in the old man's balloon knot.
Okay. Yeah.
Ew.
I don't know what I expected.
No one's happy about this, apart from the old man. He turns to you with a twinkle in his eye. "Howdy," says the old man. I'm Jacobson, the head of the Jacobson Manufacturing Corporation. Shuffled your feet awkwardly. You were probably wondering why I was hiding in a machine under the farm, waiting for someone to come along, knock on a door 69 times, and put a mechanical finger in my tea towel holder for a full 15 minutes. For a full 15 times, weren't you? Something. Is it the phrase tea towel holder, Sam?
Yeah. Oh, that got me. I haven't heard that for so long.
I've never heard that. I've never heard that. Something in that direction, yes.
Good stuff.
Well, Sonny, the old man continues, making no effort at all to change his position. I'm old and I can't keep running that. Position. It's when you have a position with poise. I'm old and I can't keep running in my company forever. I needed to find someone to replace me. So, oh my god, it's a Willy Wonka. It's a Willy Wanker situation, Sam.
Oh.
I'm old and I can't keep running my company forever. I needed to find someone to replace me. Someone who has what it takes to live up to the Jacobson brand. Someone who can carry out the proud tradition of making weird, pointless, and largely deadly machines for years after my death. So this was some kind of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory kind of situation. This whole thing has been a test. The farm, the horse, all the danger and the traps, it's all been leading to this. The old man looks at you solemnly. Look into the eyes of your new mentor. I've absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Sonny, says the old man after a long and meaningful pause. I've been in a metal box with a finger up my bum since 1963. Actually. Sigh wearily and turn to leave. You let out a heavy sigh and turn your back on the jabbering pervert. You take a single step and hear a terrible metallic creaking. The arm. The arm! Let's get this over with. The large mechanical arm, weakened by the collapsing machine and buffeted by the farm winds, makes one final metallic groan and plunges downward. If you were able to freeze time, you could have had a quite poetic scene where a huge finger was pointing directly towards the top of your head, or like a little like the universe was saying, "Look at this idiot." Sadly, you cannot do that, so instead you're squished into the ground by a large finger, killing you instantly. You have not strangled a horse, you have pushed a rubber finger into an old man's bottom and died of a big finger in turn. Just like that one line from Alanis Morissette's Ironic. Okay. So, was there any way we can survive this old pervert?
I mean, you could, not give him a prostate orgasm, maybe.
I don't think that's kind, Sam. Having said that, nope, this is gross. I'm out. Can't blame you for that. Really seems like everyone's into the dating sims and that these days. So I thought I'd give the people what they want. And you think people want you to press a button that makes a machine make sex noises?
Chat, you cunt.
Well, I'm being told to look by the chat by Elfie BLW.
Elfie BLW did say you stole the fizzy lifting
dildo. You stole fizzy lifting drink. You touched the prostate, which now has to be replaced. Elfie, was that what you wanted us to look at? Elfie, is that it?
I mean, it was very good.
It's good stuff. It's what I would do. Oh dear. Okay. I could actually make a clever joke about tech bros and their AR girlfriends here, but that's not what I'm going for. I think some people genuinely want to press a button on a mechanism and have it make a sex ooh. Are you all right? Not really, no. But we don't have time for that now. You need to strangle a horse, remember? That's why you knocked on the door a lot and got weirded out by doing saucy on a machine. If you want the farm with dating mechanics that doesn't make you feel a bit greasy, play Stardew Valley or something. I don't know. Play Stardew Valley. Can you imagine? How would that even work? I mean, you could embed all of stuff. It's not a big file. You could embed it in an emulator and it just starts here. Anyway, but we're not doing that, obviously. Back to the control panel. Okay. So, we press the button that very clearly tells you not to press it.
Yes.
Was there? I don't know if there was any more on this timeline.
Can't remember.
Hang on, I'll quickly.
Shock and horror machine. Yeah.
Clear through the dust. Smoke. You shuffle your feet awkwardly. Something that direction. Yeah, no, that just goes. That goes back there. Yeah. Fine. Cool. Okay. Press the button that very clearly tells you not.
You're going to get clapped by the machine. You're going to get swatted like a fly.
Yeah. Like, what did you expect? You press the button that specifically says "Do not press." Oh, comes another voice from the machine. Check out Banksy over here. Someone's sticking it to the man. Hang on, that's not Alan Bennett. Continue sticking it to the man. Continue sticking it to the man. No, you're sticking it in the man. This is unfortunate. You begin to hammer the "Do not press this button" like your life depends on it, which kind of does, but not in the way that it usually means. With each press, your body twitches and a dull ache is felt deep in your bones. You sort of releasing small pellets of plutonium.
Yeah, you're giving
Near you.
yourself radiation poisoning.
Keep press. That's the radiation give me button. You press and press, the agony slowly overwhelming you. You feel yourself changing, stretching, growing, the bones in your skull deforming and lengthening, with a pain that is impossible to comprehend. Keep pressing the button. Your fingers fuse together and harden, your spine cracks and lengthens, your ears stretch as short, coarse hair blossoms all over your body.
Oh,
Raise a trembling hoof and press the button a final time. Click. The machine, its purpose served, collapses to the ground. You stand on all fours, heavy, solid, hay-wanting. As the last fizzle of human intellect vanishes from your mind, you look again at the logo. Eh? The logo is stylish in an old-timey The Farm equipment kind of way, and you can see that some of the letters were obscured. The first obscured. Fucking get it together, guy. The first time you read it, with clearer and, let's face it, much bigger eyes. You can now see that it reads, Jacobson's horsey contraption, the forbidden machine that turns you into a horse. Quicker. People are telling you not to be a dick. And yet, again, guy, hang on, maybe this is Guy's special button that we need to continue to press. If I connect correct enough spellings, he'll come. Finally. The entity that once was Martin Jenkins is now no more. All that remains is a horse. You are anxious, large, behooved. Your equine eyes see the rising sun, and something deep inside your brain, which now makes up 0.1% of your total body weight, senses danger. You decide to hide or find a gun or learn to box. Either way, it's not safe here. You have not strangled a horse. Your body was contorted through bad science, and every trace of your personality was obliterated. You are a horse. You have are a horse. You have are a horse.
You have are a horse. And that is the condition, are a horse.
Yeah, you have the condition, are a horse.
I'm sorry to tell you, Mr. Jenkins, but you have are a horse.
You are a horse. I'm
Dr. Horse, and I'm here to shoot you.
Brain Mage, honestly, so guys, honestly, this is the only way I can... Damn it, Tim! Right, okay, hang on. Okay. Press both buttons at once. Feeling very clever. Like that one bit in War Games or Terminator 2, you press both buttons at once, assuming that it's some sort of failsafe code that unlocks the secret potential of the mechanism. Does this immediately kill me for being a clever clogs? Nope. Oh, I'm genuinely surprised. Got to keep you on your toes somehow. You hold down both buttons and are treated to a series of beeps, boops, blops, and at least one good afternoon, Sydney. How is your mother's scoliosis? Okay. Slowly, agonizingly, the large jointed arm mechanism lowers itself level with the door. It screeches and groans as if it hasn't been used for a very long time. What does it do? Inch by inch, it moves forwards before coming to rest on the button of the doorbell just to the right of the by now extremely well knocked door. I forgot we were at a door.
I did too.
I really forgot.
We've been on a long journey.
Such a long journey. I did wonder why you didn't try that first. The hand presses the doorbell, a perfunctory bing bong is heard from within, and the door to the farmhouse immediately swings open. All this, for God's sake, if you can imagine, it actually gets worse. Of course it does. Here's Martin, you say, through the open door, not because you've seen The Shining. The only film you've seen was The Sand Pebbles, and it was so long ago you wrote off the medium altogether. Is The Sand Pebbles a film?
Don't know.
Google it. But because you were brought up being told that it was always important to introduce yourself, whether or not you're preparing to strangle 400 plus kilos of agitated horse flesh. Unfortunately, any mentions? Any mentions, Sam?
Yes. So, The Sand Pebbles is a 1966 American epic war film directed by Robert Wise, starring Steve McQueen, Richard Attenborough, Candice Bergen. Yeah.
Okay, real film.
Real film. Budget 12.1 million. Box office 30 million.
Ah, it's all right then. Yeah.
Thank God.
Right. Guy has said we are now in the house. So what we're going to do is we're going to back up because we've unfortunately succeeded, and that is unacceptable. Read the company logo and motto.
Yep.
The logo is stylish in an old-timey the farm equipment kind of way, and it reads Jacobson's Horny Contraptions, the randiest machinery we're legally allowed to build. Hang on a minute. It changed. When we read it
Yeah.
with our
Right.
horse's eyes, it read something different. But maybe, you know what? It's in the eye of the horse holder. So
That's right.
maybe
Jacobson's
horses-
horny
also-
contraptions are in the eye of the horse holder. Yeah.
also we actually don't know if horses can read. So maybe the horse was just confidently wrong. Underneath that is a cartoon drawing of the mechanism you're standing in front of. Only in the drawing, it has big wide eyes and is blushing in a way that is both coy and absolutely not something that a mechanism should ever do. Weird. Yeah, I'm not a fan, but still, here we are. What you going to do? Press the button that the mechanism tells you that you should press, but now you know. But now you kind of have second thoughts about it, given what you've just read, and I believe. Yeah, that makes it come.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Press the button that very clearly tells you not to press, and that goes back to there.
Mhm.
Press both buttons
both
at once, and that takes you to there. Okay, so now that's that branch done.
Looks pretty good. Yeah. Play starchy.
Because we've still got this whole yogi thing that we didn't explore all of the elements of. Did we?
think
No, we
we-
did.
I think we did.
Hard to say. Okay,
Let's.
so
Yeah.
if we back out from it being gross. No, we've been down here. Okay, lovely. Oh, okay. So we have
Just
to.
pressing the button a million times. Yeah.
We've examined the top of the control panel.
Yep.
Okay. Instead of examining the mechanism, we jump into the hole from whence the mechanism emerged.
Are we going to meet Framp?
Framp?
That's for the Dark Souls heads out there.
Guy, have you come again? Be honest.
What was the other one called? There was Framp and his brother, who might be the same guy. What was his mate called?
I'm going to jump into the hole. If there's one thing you've learned in all of your time, I don't think we're going to get through the whole game, Sam. If there's one thing you've learned in all your time working as a professional horse strangler on and the farm, it's that there are absolutely no downsides to jumping into a pit of unknown depth, unknown purpose, and unknown machinery. So you'll hurl yourself headfirst into the inky blackness with a contented smile on your face. Whee!
Apologies. Correction. It was Framped.
Oh, Framped.
Framped. Guy corrected. Yes. Framped.
Idiot.
Idiot, Sam.
You are, of course, immediately minced into bits by all manner of pistons, whirligigs, gewgaws, and doodads. Just absolutely bobbins by it all. Really quite fundamentally taken apart by all sorts of sinister and strange bits of metal. Of course you are. What were you expecting? Some sort of subterranean paradise where the placid horses line up to be strangled and the farmer gives you a paycheck with a gruff and rural, "Well done, lad." Kind of, yeah. Oh, bless you. You've not strangled a horse, nor have you found an underground utopia. You got all smushed by weird machines because of poor choices. Okay. Don't
Okay,
jump
great.
into the hole.
Yep.
Okay, so we stared in shock at the mechanism.
Yep. Omni Knock. We've been down the Omni Knock road.
Omni Knock is where we go through to there, imagining it kills us.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I've changed my mind. I really don't operate on vampire rules. I'm going in.
Going in. Yep.
Throwing caution to the wind, you kick the door. Okay, it really takes ages. We've definitely gone
Yep.
through here. Okay.
We got a ways through this because this is where you were reading, and I read the chat, and we went back to We went back to Omni Knock, so we were partially through this section.
Fine. Okay.
But I can't remember where.
It really hurts and it takes ages. Eventually, however, you manage to get it to budge. Here's Martin, you say. Oh, yeah, not blah, 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 because I only brought out being told. Unfortunately, your method of entry on an unwitting movie reference has activated the incredibly high-tech security system that all the farms have in their the farmhouses, which is trained to detect people who A, kick a house's door to bits, and B, reference a movie from over 40 odd years ago while they're doing it. Alarms blare and red emergency lights flash. You remember from your The Farm training handbook that in the event of the alarm being triggered, a swarm of mechanical murder spiders will be released, with the goal of reducing all matter deemed farm naughty into a thin paste to feed to the pigs, whatever they are. In fact, this was all the training handbook had to say. What it lacked in broad farming detail, it really made up for in the specifics of how a swarm of mechanical murder spiders can and will pasteurize you. Run, then hide. The murder spiders could be anywhere, so you decide, great, it's now hide and seek. You decide it's simply not safe to try and hide. You immediately begin sprinting through the house, hoping to locate the please do not turn me into paste. It's my first day on the farm, and I haven't had anything that could be called a real induction switch, which should placate the bloodthirsty techno-arachnids swarming the walls, just giddy to make some goo. To the kitchen.
Yep.
You sprint into the kitchen and trip over a large loaf of freshly baked farmhouse bread, a common
delightful.
environmental hazard in such places. Oh, I hope it's got a sourdough base.
Oh, that'd be good.
As you fly through the air towards a wall-mounted rack of knives arranged more for their aesthetic value than their do not rip me into pieces if I crash into you because I tripped over some bread qualities, you notice something strange. A kitchen cupboard slightly ajar and a single large eye peering out. You spat into an incredibly unsafe display of knives, and the murder spiders reduce you to your constituent parts. You are dead of bread trip knife splat. You have not strangled a horse. Okay. To the security office, then. To the security office, of course. Crouching low to avoid the murder spiders. Everyone knows that spiders, both real and mechanical, prefer to search towards the middle of and higher parts of the room because that's where flies' houses are, and the flies are the dinners of spiders. You creep your way past the kitchen, noticing with a satisfied nod the large loaf of freshly baked farmhouse bread on the floor. Good job you didn't trip up on that. Could have caused a right scene. In fact, you're so smug about how you avoided a gluten-based disaster that you fail to notice the giant Uber Mechanica murder spider standing in front of the security room door because that's his office and he saw you coming a fucking mile off. There's cameras and that. Anyway, he picks you up and puts your head in your bum and you've died of spider bum head. You have not strangled a horse. He just pops it right in the bum. All right.
Just like,
He just makes you a man or a burrus, you know? Better hide. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. This is not what you wanted to happen. This situation is probably never what you wanted to happen unless you're a murder spider yourself or have a weird thing about getting fed to pigs. Maybe examine that a bit. That's not okay. You drop to the floor and crawl looking for safety. The kitchen. What it lacks in space, it may make up for in snacks. And who knows how long you're going to be waiting for out the spiders or hide in a wardrobe. It's like their main deal. Well, let's try kitchen first.
yeah.
You wriggle your way into the kitchen, pocketing the freshly baked loaf of farmhouse bread you spot along the way. Do you hide in the fridge or the
Well,
cupboard?
we know there's definitely something in the cupboard, so should we try the fridge first?
Try the fridge first. You slowly, carefully sneak towards the fridge, open the door, and proceed to gently remove a variety of delicious foods so that you can hide inside their chilly kingdom. Unfortunately, as you're climbing inside, your traitorous left foot knocks a bowl of trifle to the floor. Instantly, the murder spider's trifle tampering system zero in on your location and absolutely whiz you to bits all over some potted ham, which is not without a certain sense of irony. Brum, brum, goes the car. You've died of pig whiz. The horse was not strangled. Okay. Not in the fridge.
Right. Not in the fridge.
Hang on. Or was there a second choice in fridge? No, there wasn't.
No.
The cupboard. You crawl inch by agonizing inch towards the kitchen cupboard. The roar of the mechanical spiders is filling your ears. Surely they'll be on you any second. Stop fannying about and let me in the cupboard. That's fair. You climb inside, pulling the door closed just as you hear the sound of an absolutely fucking dickload of murderous security spider robot things flying past. Why do they fly? Surely they should skitter. Fucking hell, what a day. With the door closed, your eyes need a moment to get used to the dark. However, in that very darkness, your other senses become heightened. You are convinced you are not alone. Touch.
What big ears you have, Grandma.
What horse face you have. You slowly move your fingers, grasping in the dark. They brush against something solid, something coarse, something incredibly nervous. This is where it turns out the horse was in the cupboard. It got startled when I touched it, and it kicks me to death in a confined space, isn't it? Yep. You've been kicked to death by a horse, almost the exact opposite of what you were going for here. You have not strangled a horse. You were kicked to death by one in a small kitchen cupboard. Okay. Smell. You take in a spectacular lungful of piping hot cupboard air and notice that the main smell of this cupboard is horse. Unfortunately, you cannot do anything about that, as it turns out you are deathly allergic to horses, and you immediately swell up to the size of a Honda Civic and pop all over the insides of the cupboard and probably the outsides of the horse. But you'll never know, because you have died of immuno-horse pop. You have not strangled a horse. Remember, keep your horsey pen at hand. They're very expensive these days, unfortunately, because they're going off the generic manufacturing list. It's tricky. Taste. Now, if you're allergic to a horse and you taste
if
instead of
smelling it caused that.
Taste. You gently, hesitantly extend your tongue. Good old taste. Most reliable of the senses when in the dark cupboard of the farm. Your tongue extends, rifling through all the nooks and crannies of the cupboard, slurping up every last cleaning chemical, firelighter, and bunch of fresh horsehair. Hang on, fresh horsehair. You immediately succumb to a big poison, before you can even finish the thought. You have died of big poison. You have not strangled a horse, though you may have licked one.
Okay. Didn't work out.
Here. You clench and flex your ears like Popeye's arms, eager to wring every last drop of sound out of the inside of the cupboard. You strain, and Sam, would you like to guess what happens?
The horse kicks you to death in the cupboard again.
I think that you overstrain and your brain comes out of your ears.
You rip yourself in two.
You hear a whisper. Fuck! Keep your voice down. Sorry. It's okay. We're a little on edge. You take the special bottle of emergency ear poppers out of your pocket and give them a big, deep sniff. The special ear-targeting amyl nitrate makes your ear canal whiz open, all big, so more sounds can jump inside. What do I hear? Quietly, almost imperceptibly, you hear a whispered, "Hey." Hey. Do you want to pull the in-cupboard light switch that's been bouncing against your face this whole time, or whisper "Hey" yourself, Sam?
Hey yourself.
Hey yourself. Is that supposed to be funny? Says the voice in a particularly aggrieved and shockingly loud manner. Is that supposed to be funny? And the horse who's been hiding in the kitchen, in the cupboard with you, kicks you into the kitchen, where you are immediately set upon and taken to bits by all those nasty spiders. Prick, you hear the horse say before succumbing to your wounds. You've died due to a misunderstanding. You have not strangled a horse. Right, we're going to turn on the light switch. But what will we see? You turn on the light, and you are shocked by what you see. A bottle of bleach, some scourers, washing machine pods, an anxious horse, a spare washing up bowl, some being back. Did you just say, I did? This is it. You, a horse, and a variety of household cleaning products. The only thing... I choked on it. The only thing standing in your way is his big, soulful eyes. Please, he whispers, I have a family. This is it. The final moment. Strangle the horse. It's the one thing I've had any certainty about this entire endeavor. Or hold his hoof and tell him that everything's going to be fine.
No.
Sam. No?
Kill that horse.
Kill that horse. Strangle the horse.
Yep.
The bloodlust is upon you. The murder spiders don't matter. The alarms don't matter. Nothing matters. Only you squeezing this horse until you see the life draining from its eyes. You dart forward, sending a bolt of Harpic drain unblocker rolling on the floor, and grasp his throat with your bare hands. Fuck me, horses have big throats. Jesus, hang on. You spend an uncomfortable amount of time trying to get a proper grip as the horse looks increasingly panicked. Weirdly, he's not looking at you, but over your shoulder. You don't care, though. You can see beyond his vile horsey tricks. You squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until it happens. My God, it happened. You did it. You strangled a horse. Hell yeah, roll credits.
Nice.
Not so fast, Sonny Jim. Without even a moment to enjoy your success, the cupboard door is ripped off its hinges by a swarm of murder spiders.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. those things. Bit carried away with all the horse murder, yeah? Yeah. Well, I hope it was worth it because these things absolutely mangle you to a slurry. You have died. You have strangled a horse. Was it worth it? So we have strangled a horse, but we have not.
Okay.
It's not fully mission accomplished. You know, we can't string up the banner yet on the
It's a
aircraft carrier.
Pyrrhic victory.
It's a
at
Pyrrhic
best.
victory. It's a Puritan victory.
Yeah.
I'm going to hold his hoof and tell him that everything's going to be fine. For a moment, your muscles twitch, yearning for the kill, but you manage to overcome your animal urges. This gentle beast it's hiding in a kitchen cupboard, just like you. Who could so cruelly snuff out a light that burns so dazzlingly? Gently, softly, you hold the horse's hoof and say, "It's okay. I've got you. We'll get through this. You are alive. You haven't strangled the horse, but you have made a friend. This is the one good ending. Return to the start, but like smug that you got it right."
Brilliant.
Lovely. Right. So we've had the good ending. And we've had the bad ending. Do we have the completion ending though? Okay, right.
Wait. Go back.
Yeah, we've Hey Yourself and
Okay, yep.
yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, please check your stats once you have done this. Okay, right. Hang on. Next time we end up there, I'll check the stats. Keep your voice down. Fuck. And we've touched, tasted, and smelled. Kitchen. Hide in the wardrobe. It's like their main deal. I don't think we've done this. I think we hid in the kitchen. Also, you missed a bit in the farmhouse. Yes, I believe, because we never got into. Yeah, there was one time we got into the farmhouse in a regular way.
Yes. Yeah,
Okay.
we've definitely. There's some branches. Yeah.
Okay. We've only got 9 minutes left. You clatter your way upstairs, keen to find the biggest, most hiding-friendly wardrobe on the whole of the farm. Each time you enter a bedroom and open the wardrobe door within your grasp, in horror, every single wardrobe has a load of scarecrow clothes inside. Every single one of them. Every one of them. And like, you're not a crow, obviously, but your emotions are running high. So excuse you if you get a bit taken aback by opening a door and finding a yet more tatty bird-repelling clothes and big spooky hats. Hey, have a crazy idea.
Time to have a
Wait.
crazy idea.
Wait just 1 minute. If these clothes can repel crows, which are in a way smarter than spiders, surely I want to make it clear that I think this is a bad idea. You put on as many scarecrows as you can. Did you just stop and have a big wank after you wrote that? Did you? Yeah.
Nice.
Scarecrows.
I think I'm going to take a little break from writing for today.
Little personal break. I prepare to run back downstairs and frighten all the murder spiders off so you can resume your good and important work of finding a horse to strangle. But before you can, the ensuite door behind you starts to open. Oh, thank goodness.
Oh,
The farmer can. Aaron's here and is in the Netherlands. Thank goodness. Oh, the wardrobe bit is the farmhouse. Okay. Sorry. Guy did say such a huge cumb.
Come with the beat.
As the door opens fully and the steam from the shower clears, a damp scarecrow steps into the room, wrapping a towel around his waist. That's a great way to get moldy. He looks up and drops his towel in shock, revealing his completely naked scarecrow body. Now, you might think that this would just be some sticks and maybe a sack stuffed with straw for a head, but it's way more fucked up than that. Honestly, the detail is quite chilling. All knobbly bits and bobs and all that, sculpted cloth and straw, hours of effort. I mean, I know it gets lonely at the countryside, but that's no excuse. "Oi!" shouts the enraged scarecrow. "What the hell are you doing wearing my wife's clothes, you dirty bugger?" He picks up a nearby shotgun, also made of wood and straw, and before you can explain, shoots you to death with very real bullets. Shotgun shells, surely. Is this really the time to argue the toss? You've just been gunshot by a living married scarecrow who has taken umbrage that you're wearing his presumably living married scarecrow wife's clothes and sincerely thinks he's the hero of some sort of depraved home invasion story. Be lucky they didn't shoot you to death with a load of beak or something. A load of beak? Because he's a scarecrow. You have died because a scarecrow thought you were a sex menace. You have not strangled a horse. Okay, we're just going to quickly check our stats.
Yep.
Martin 1, Jenkins 1, Farm yes, Deaths 24.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Good heavens.
And there's Scarecrow Sex Menace. Oh, and it's cannabis tourism. Cannabis tourism is the answer. Okay. What have we missed? Okay, so we've been shot to death by an alarmed scarecrow.
Oh, so something might not have registered because we should have something.
Maybe back doesn't register.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was wondering how this game was keeping track of that, because if it was doing it all by.
Did I need to go
HTML.
through to? But I thought I was going through to like start, but then maybe back.
Maybe we weren't always going through. Yeah.
Maybe back. So, oh, you should have an additional stat that says horse friend. But that's okay, because do you think there's anything we've missed, Guy? Because I've changed my mind. Yeah, that's better hide. This is back through all the knocking. Oh my god, we knocked so many times.
There was a lot of knocking.
I don't operate in vampire rules going in. That goes, yeah, better and better hide. Yeah, farmhouse. No, I think, yeah. Guys, I think that's all of it. And I've had a lovely time watching you play it. And we've had a lovely time playing it. And although we don't have horse friend written on our stats, we do have horse friend written on our hearts. Am I right, Sam?
Right in here.
Right in here.
Right in here.
Oh god, I don't know about you, but somebody carving the word horse friend onto my heart has actually damaged a number of major sort of arteries and sort of atria and valves and things.
Well, we found a doctor to help us do that, and yeah, I don't think it went well.
Turns out incredible value for money is not always what you should be looking for in a doctor.
No.
Well, thank you very much, everybody, for joining us, and it timed out incredibly well. And thank you very much to Guy Kelly for his wonderful game. If you want to play this game with friends or on your own, I'm not going to shame you. You can find
or with enemies,
or
them.
Strangle horse. You can find it. Wait. Here now. Sure, you can play it for free, but you know what you can also do? You can also pop some guys some money by supporting this game. There's a little clicky button, and you can donate to Guy to thank him for all of his special little typing work on his little keyboard that he did. Type. Go off to have a big cum because you had a great idea. Type. It took a while.
Yeah.
So please do support Guy Kelly. And yeah, we will. Oh, and follow Guy. He streams crosswords at lunchtimes, I believe. Cryptic crosswords, the real hard fuckers. And if you've joined us here and aren't usually here and have joined for this game, do give us a follow, because sure, we won't always be strangling horses, but we'll always be having fun.
Yeah.
As a community.
Maybe we'll be strangling horses. But,
I mean, we can't say for certain. Like, I'm not gonna guarantee I'm never going to strangle another horse. So God, such a big cum, it had knuckles in it. Wow. Chunky. Right, I should see. Is there anyone that we're following that I can do the raid thing? Yes, Chronicle Clementine is streaming Baldur's Gate, so we're going to raid them with the raid phrase horse friend, I believe. I think horse friend, and I'm going to go have a little lie down, and then maybe a little bit of dinner, and then I'm going to go to Beddington Buys. So thank you all. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, Guy. And hey, thank you, horses, the unsung heroes of the farmyard. Hey, everyone. Cuddle a horse today, but only if it's safe.
Thanks, horse.
Thanks, horse. Thorsk. Bye.